Boom, doom, boom, doom, 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 in the night. Doom, 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 doom,
What a vibe.
I actually have some EDM playing in the stream to open it up. You can't hear that piece though. Only I can. You're jealous. Be jealous.
Am I supposed to be cooking or watch stream?
Woo! Woo! What up, Jerron Epperson? Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? All right, we are live. What up, Jay from the Redneck Riviera? How are you? All right.
What up to all the homies tonight?
What up, everybody? If you don't know who my man is right here, this is my boy. Oh, he's over there. This is my boy, AlphaBot Music. I'm going to flip this around real quick so that it ain't just hanging over my eyeballs and everything. We don't want to be too similar. Apparently, my wife just walked in as soon as we went live, too. So, everybody say hello.
Perfect.
I have no idea. It's right there.
Boom, boom, boom. She's making sure everything's good.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. What up, Loopy? How you doing, Loopster? Welcome. Let's see. We got Jerron Epperson. We've got Jay from the Redneck Riviera. We got Loopy. We got myself, and we got old Mr. AlphaBot Music. Well, if you guys don't know what's going on, why we are here, that's quite simple. Last night we were gonna do an album review for Skeem's new album, After the Tone. We didn't get a chance to do that because reactions went crazy long and all that stuff, you know. But we coming back now. You get AlphaTwosday on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dude. Couldn't be happier, honestly.
Couldn't
get
be
a
happier.
get a whole like we get to just focus on one.
We're focused
You know what
on
I mean?
one
We're not
album.
bouncing.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not bouncing. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Exactly. We're just hanging out, checking out one album today. No requests, no jumping around, no different vibes and everything. We're gonna get the vibe that was intended from this album right here. Okay, let's see. What up, Heather? How you doing? Heather says it's AlphaTwosday. AlphaTwosday.
Alpha do as in I don't know, but hey, you know what? We'll take it.
Jay is demanding to see the eyebrows. Well, you got them right there. They're here in all their glory. Let's see. What up, Germ? How you doing? Welcome. It's giving a second for it to float around, you know, meander, getting everybody's feed and everything like that. We're basically infecting the world at this point.
Everybody who's here, yo, are y'all excited for some Skeem? If y'all haven't heard this, because I haven't really heard this, so
I've not. Well, okay, I have heard it. I heard, dos is in Spanish word for two. AlphaTwosday. Okay, that makes sense.
True.
I heard some previews before the album actually came out. I haven't heard the finished version of what's going on here yet. Alpha album a day. We can't do an Alpha album a day though.
I mean, if we get the money, we can.
maybe.
If we get the, I mean, that would be cool as fuck too. And not gonna lie, I mean, we're just reviewing music with you, and everyone's fun as fuck. So
yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Jerron says, "Hey, sorry for earlier. My brother got on my phone. Love the vids. Hey, I appreciate you. No worries at all." Heather has heard it a zillion times. Heather been spamming that thing. All right.
it's like I'm caught up. I just spent time shooting the link and stuff.
Let's see here. Let me jump in the Discord real quick at everyone to make sure the notification came through.
Dick Swords. Interesting.
The Dick Sword.
Was I supposed to? Maybe I'm already watching the stream. Because I'm like over here. Did I click watch stream in Discord? I don't know. But either way. we good. Listening to this gorgeous album. Oh, Alpha Album Day. I see.
Alpha Album Day.
I mean, yeah, it's like a little holiday.
It's like a little holiday. It's like a siesta. Let's see. All right. So, what I went ahead and did, I pulled up all kinds of links. I pulled up the album on Spotify. That's where we'll listen to most of it. And then I also pulled up the like the songs that have individual music videos individually. Gotcha. So I've got, I think these are the only ones. I've got a lyric video for I Don't Know You with Elijah Kyle. I've got the music video for Fake Friends with Gatsby and Postcard. I've got the lyric video for Down with Crypt. And then I've got the lyric video for After the Tone. So I kind of bopped around. And then per Skeem's request, we will be watching the documentary for the album before we listen to the album. I've listened to Late Knots so many times. Wait a second, is Late Knots on this? I didn't even realize Late Knots was on this album. So I lied.
I bet it's gonna sound good with how he has it put together in the album, like what songs before and after.
I'm looking forward to like the whole vibe of the album. Wait a second. Late Knots is not what I'm thinking of. I'm relatively confident that. Wait, is Late Knots is on the album? My bad. I have to pull that up too because I did not pull that up. So I also lied when I said like songs that I'd heard because I've definitely heard Late Knots. If you guys don't know, Late Knots is the song where Skeem did his face reveal.
I remember that.
What's up, everyone? Not home right now, so I'll be in and out. No worries, Gabe. No worries. 4 chat and 7 watching, so hi 3 lurkers. Hello, lurkers. There are 10 watching now, so hello, all lurkers. Let's
all
see.
lurkers.
Yeah. What's up, Bot and Tyler? How you both feeling? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
beautiful.
I'm feeling the love, feeling the music, feeling the vibe.
I'm ready to get hit with some sadness. That's what I've heard.
Bot's ready to get smacked with an emotional bomb.
I'm ready for it. I'm prepped.
All right.
How are you feeling though, Gabe? That's the question.
That is the question. All right. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling.
Looking tired. I think both of us might look tired today.
Probably. Looking tired there today there, Bubba. Sup, everyone? Yeah, I'm looking tired. Also, what up, Simple? Let's see. If you lurking, you're jerking. I hope not.
Probably.
I hope not. But
We're beautiful, man.
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't help it.
So let's get this stream share rolling. Let me get the album up on the screen so that you can click into it.
Yes. Yay. Okay.
I know you've been waiting for that.
I just, it's actually last night. I want to make sure I get it. I can't even remember, but it was a while. I didn't know it was on.
Why is there no noise coming out of my thing?
Yeah, I'm just like, wait a second.
Feeling great. Got my field repellent spray on, so I won't get caught in them. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can change your mind.
Excuse me. Those are waking up.
You can't start yawning right now,
man. Those are waking up yawns.
Oh my gosh. I can feel it. I can feel it already coming in. You've infiltrated.
That sounds hot.
All right. So everything's set up. Everything should be ready to go.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. So how do we kick this off? Do we pop some champagne or something?
I'm pretty fucked up, and it would take me a little bit to grind some more weed up. So I'm pretty good right now. I got my water though. I'll take a shot of water.
Right on. I'll have a beer to toast it in.
I think as it goes on. maybe by the time Germ gets back from work, she'll be able to hook me up with some
Right
some
on.
of that flour.
Right on. So let's
I
start with
did
the
that too.
let's
Simple.
start with the mandatory pre-watch, which is the documentary called My Actual Identity Was Just Exposed.
Es muy interesante.
Let's go.
It was 15 years ago
Oh.
that I started recording serious music. I wrote songs about heartbreak resulting from unrequited love given to friends and romantic interests alike. My music was a representation of the words left in voicemails to people you care about more than they care about you.
It seems so weird to see Skeem with that kind of hair.
It fits a lot of his, like, like some of the stuff he's described his life as, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
but you're right, because I know like a couple people like with that, you know what I mean? Like, because I don't know how, I mean, this looks like high school, right?
Yeah,
Or
this,
like college.
this looks like a
High
while
school,
back.
college. Yeah, high school, college, or what? Because, and yeah, like the vibe is so funny. Like you can just see the era of the time period of
Yeah.
when people kind of looked like that.
Well, we're catching a good 15-year overview, so this would be what, 2006?
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right, bro. Yeah, 2006.
Yeah, man.
Ooh. Okay. All right. I'm here
back in
for
those
it.
ancient days, before you were even fondling yourself, like.
Yeah, I don't think I was fondling myself yet. That's for damn sure. 10 years old.
All right, let's go.
Representation of the words left in voicemails to people you care about more than they care about you. It wasn't much at first, but by the time I made it to college, people around me told me to pursue it further.
I also like too. I'm still listening to the theme of what he's saying, but I do also like that even then, on this ancient computer screen, in front of it is a Rubik's Cube. Like,
Yeah, that's been his best friend for a while. They're dope.
So, I started doing small shows and sharing my music more openly. I recorded demos and put them online, but something was missing. That's when I met someone with a deep love for singing who also had a much better singing voice than I did. She agreed to record a song that I had written and do it as a duet instead. The people who heard the duet were ecstatic. There was an instant demand for me to re-record the entire demo CD I had been working on and have her on every single song. And thus, After the Tone was born. Over the next few months, we would re-record the songs that I had worked on for the past few years as duets and add songs of her own creation as well. Our demo album was done and released near the end of 2009.
hang on a second. One thing I want to see. All right, so
2009 it was finished.
I'm
the
comparing
demo.
track lists here. I'm looking at Inside of My Dreams, A Piece of Me, You're All I See, Savior, Ready, The Right Thing to Say, I Need You, Should We, Distance, Beautiful Nightmare, Drop, and Sideshow.
Pretty different a little bit.
Yeah. So a couple of these are actually some songs that he's, well, at least one of these. I know Sideshow for sure is already out prior to this, so just kind of neat to see like that change right there. So I'm guessing they got renamed when he reworked them for this album this time for the actual release.
Damn,
Okay.
this is actually cool. This little trailer.
Yeah,
Very informative.
it's nifty.
Nifty.
Songs of her own creation as well. Our demo album was done and released near the end of 2009, and I took time off college to pitch the project to labels in Southern California. And sure enough, there were a few labels that were very interested and asked if they could meet with us. So, I called my friend to let her know we'd made it. But she didn't answer.
Oh. See, and there we go, setting the tone right there. But she didn't answer.
Yeah.
But she didn't answer.
You were my partner, we did this together, but you disappeared like the foggiest weather.
Disappeared.
The labels were understandably scared away by the lack of certainty surrounding the project, so they rescinded all talking offers. Word quickly spread to the other A&Rs in the area not to work with me. And so the ultimate irony had occurred. After the Tone was stopped in its tracks when I was yet again, left recording my pain and hurt after the tone in unanswered voicemails. Ashamed and defeated, I left Southern California. I told friends and family that I needed a change. I never admitted what really happened. I just assumed I must have done something wrong to scare away my musical partner in crime. Maybe I said the wrong thing, was too overbearing, something. I must have done something. I stopped recording music with the intent of making it in the industry.
Hey guys, this song is called Journey Called Life. It's basically the last song I'm going to put in any sort of public forum. I don't know if I'll keep writing songs, probably, but this is going to be the last one that I actually put out there, so.
After the tone would just remain as a background hobby for the next 10 years as I worked on other
Oh, how the times have changed.
That's true. Yeah, everything about even the way he sounds is a little bit different now. Like just the way he's getting his voice. It's crazy how much. Jesus Christ! I wonder how deep my voice is gonna get. Interesting.
Bot's looking into his future now. He's like, wait a second, my voice is gonna get deeper now. Like,
yeah. No, I didn't even think about it.
Skeem says the documentary. I'm enjoying the documentary so far. Also, welcome
Me
back,
too.
Heather.
Yeah, I love this. Oh, what up, Skeem? My bad. I'm just like, oh shit, he's here.
Oh, where did that guy come from? All right, let's go. Is he actually gonna play it?
There, so.
After the tone would just remain as a background hobby for the next 10 years.
See, the track list changed right there, though. If you look, I'm still watching the evolution of the track. I'm guessing that's cutting out the ones that were kind of her original things that she was bringing into the project.
Right. Yeah. This is half. This is like 5 instead of 12 songs.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Remain as a background hobby for the next 10 years as I worked on other musical and life ventures. But then, I put on the mask.
Oh shit!
That was the response he was looking for.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, dude. That's dope.
I do too. To be fair, this promo was fantastic when he put the mask on, just where he hadn't been wearing it for so long, and then he jumps back in. After the tone was the band name, there were many album concepts. Okay. Dun dun dun. Look at that masked bastard just jumping up like that with the phone. Let's go.
Everything changed. I found a spark of success as a musician and entertainer. However, in the back of my mind, all I could think about was after the tone. I still had not, after all these years, admitted to myself or anyone else what a
Ooh, I like this though. Hang on, what? You left me here
tone.
alone
I still had not
to record my heart after the tone. I like that he's highlighting where there were references to all this kind of in his music throughout.
True. Yeah, you're right.
I
Happy
like.
birthday in March 2020.
Of course, there were the clips from Normal and Hit Me right before this.
after all these years, admitted to myself or anyone else what had really happened. What had led me to become a ghostwriter and song producer for other musicians instead of just being an artist myself. What was the reason that I had grown to have no self-confidence in myself as a musician? You see, without the other person involved, my music wasn't worth anything to the record labels. My friends showed a lot more zeal for my music after she had been introduced. In my mind, I wasn't worth anything as a musician worth noting without her. And I carried that weight on my shoulders for over 10 years.
Like a little tiny runner scheme, like throughout all these flashbacks and everything.
You can see him like taking his mold to his older self right here. Like this is you see him. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But the runner scheme, you for sure. Yeah, and his look at that twig.
Yeah. I'm also petitioning for a duet with Faceless, former partner in crime.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know if they've ever. I mean, it doesn't sound like they've ever contacted each other, right?
Actually, they did. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but they did talk right around the time that this came out.
Wow, that was probably fucking closure like a motherfucker.
Right?
Without her. And I carried that weight on my shoulders for over 10 years. But finally, near the end of 2020, I quietly began working on closing the After the Tone chapter of my life once and for all. I
Got it.
silently built the
What?
No, I'm just like talking to myself. Like I like the way he's explaining this really directly.
Right. Oh, okay.
framework for what would be my send-off of something that has meant the world to me as I've grown up. Anger, sorrow, misplaced optimism, the essence of grief itself, as I said goodbye, were poured into the project. I attempted to create a final piece of art from the ashes of my past existence. And then, just as I was wrapping things up, the ending to the story was drastically changed.
Oh, it's actually in this too, so this was what I was not gonna spoil.
Okay.
Please leave a message after the
After the time.
Hey, how are you?
This whole album is a masterpiece. You said what was on your mind and you did not hold back any punches. Clearly you did not hold back any punches. You fucking created a masterpiece.
Album is freaking beautiful. A 9 out of 10 for me.
Overall, what did I think of We Scheme after the tone? Maybe a 9.5 is sufficient.
I have never in
Damn, son, a 9.5. Come on now.
I love that fucking review.
Yeah.
It's efficient.
Look at old Loopy right here too, dropping the bass
Loopy.
out of my headphones every time he talks.
Bro, imagine when he's 45. Like he's gonna be sounding pretty deep now.
Yep,
It's gonna be so funny.
yep. Let's go.
like I guess the 4 years that I've taken music sort of seriously, rated an album 5 out of 5 all the way through. Like all of the songs on this album are 5 out of 5.
Definitely Skeem's best album. Aftertone and the story captured very well within these 12 tracks.
It's his best album yet, better than anything released by We Scheme so far. I absolutely
Yo!
love this.
What?
I love that kid. I love this kid. This fucking kid is he's you could man like to be I don't know how old he is, but it's like to be like that's crazy. Like to
Yeah.
see this is so cool. Like he loves music this much to be like reviewing it this young.
I don't know who this is.
This is dope. I love this. This is making me so smiley.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This album.
Hang on, what was this?
This album.
It's too fast for me to see everything. Skeem has a very important album out at the moment. Culmination of 15 years of his work, stories, and heartbreak. Definitely worth checking out. Pop around and give it a listen. Shout out to Holly. Honestly say now that After the Tone by We Scheme and Buried Alive by Crypt are hands down my 2 albums this year. Yes, sir. Yo, brother, I'm surprised to say your new album is amazing because of the subject matter. Didn't think I was going to give it more than maybe 2 or 3 listens. This is an album much like Knox Hill's Chaos Theory. I can listen to on repeat and it won't get old. I don't know how, but I love this album. Much love and respect. Keep up with the grind. Sir, your album is the best work you've done. Genuinely have been singing I Don't Know You since you released it. Hadn't for a few days, and now I'm doing it again. Much love to you. The guy ruining the epicness. Let it play.
Skeem.
Skeem's so critical of when I pause. Look at this. Now you know how everybody else feels when you react to their music. Hello, Nikki! I like the comments that say it's the best breakup album of 2021 too. This is who I am, this is who we are, this is how we got here. 15 years in the making. Not a gimmick or a tagline, it's real. Thank you for sharing this with me. I'm already kind of feeling super emotional.
Love that piano. Love it, love it, love it. This is gonna be fucking.
Let moments play
Scared.
out, then rewind and pause. fair enough. What up, Big Buzz? How you doing? Where are you? We're checking out this album review to the homie Skeem over there. He just dropped this new album called After the Tone. We're checking out the whole thing through. How you doing, man? Jay says, who's cutting onions?
Bro. That
What?
fucking tease with the conversation in 2021 when she's like, how have you been? I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm so curious, bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so curious. Okay. I got these cheeseburgers. Let me tell you about these cheeseburgers.
Let me tell you about these cheeseburgers, man. I got the fries that'll make you smile or whatever. I can't remember how it goes now.
Woo! Oh man. Yeah, what up, Nikki?
All right, if you guys missed, what up, Nikki? If you guys missed the documentary coming in, there's a link to it in the chat. Now we're gonna hop over to Spotify. Let's see, After the Tone. So After the Tone is actually on YouTube. So I opened up all these little things. I'm still gonna go over here and I think I'm gonna pop just for some visuals, just so it's not just me and Bot kind of hanging out through Spotify the whole time. I'll probably pop over where I can. I'm still gonna go back and stream it on Spotify later. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Come to a show, cuz. Oh, absolutely. Don't listen to Late Nights on YouTube, though? That's fair. I've already watched that one all the way through, too, anyway, so it won't make a huge difference. Pop. I'll close that one. All right, so we'll start with After the Tone. We got the lyric video for After the Tone.
Blessed.
Any thoughts before we kick this thing off, Mr. Bat?
I'm kind of going into this not sure what I'm gonna hear. You know what I mean, like sonically. So like I'm ready to absorb whatever I get. I'm looking forward to hopefully a lot of piano because I feel like in the fucking documentary we saw him with the piano a lot. Yeah. I heard it in the trailer, so I'm really looking forward to just getting, you know, like hit from blind, you know what I mean?
I know for a fact at least one track on this album is nothing but one vocal track and one piano track.
Hell yeah. Okay.
What up, Jason? Okay. How you doing?
My doggy dog
says I have a that. What?
He's far ahead of us with English. All right, dude, let's get this cracking. After the Tone lyric video.
I have a that should be here in 10 minutes. A what? All right, I'm confused. Anyway, on to the music. After the Tone, we got the lyric video on YouTube. Let's get it.
Record your message after the tone.
Woo! I really like this instrumental on this too. I mean, when I first heard it, it's super kind of, because this is one of the songs I have heard from the album. It's super kind of, I don't know, boingy. I'm about it. I'm with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yep. Me too.
To the past, call me petty, I don't care, I'm gonna make it last. And so I drop bars, I was holding fast until the steady flow, I'm running in my circle fast. And now I talk on my enemies, but other ending scenes in my movie screen. I took some editing, now I'm moving things to get the credit in my story, keep it gory, unrated glory.
I like too, because when I heard this originally, like that wasn't making a ton of sense. Honestly, with the context of the whole like concept of the album and everything, it's kind of neat to hear him talking about he's putting together like the pieces of his story, kind of like he's editing a video, editing like his masterpiece and everything. And this is really like his kind of coming together identity album. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of neat to kind of see that culmination and kind of hear him kind of setting the tone, talking about how he's pieced this story together over so many years, you know? Or maybe that's just me.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just like been like 4, maybe 3 bars. So every bar is going to have a lot in it. He's always been that kind of artist. It's going to be It's gonna be jam packed.
Yeah.
It sounds dope the way he's approaching this beat though. Like that's dope little cadence he's got here.
Screen, I took some editing, now I'm moving things to get the credit in my story, keep it gory, unrated glory. Young me couldn't figure out my mind, and the ones I trusted left me behind. Broken heart, so I never knew love. Tried to learn the way, but hit my harsher water. Friend zone with an extra twist. If I was set undone, then she was down to kiss. And when I went to run, she wasn't down with this. So with the push and a shove, I became a little smarter. When I needed hope, my calls unanswered. Now you're in my scope. This time I'm not alone. No reason to run. My words are faster. Your control is done. I'm no longer stuck after the tone. Did you think that I would just sit on my days, never hit the goal?
I'm trying to let you kind of like catch what you can catch, but
honestly, I'm not gonna. With Skeem, I don't like to like unless he wants me to specifically break down every line for him. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you know, he's just doing a good job of keeping like the tones. Like he's established, like you said, he's establishing that tone. Like he's even in the chorus. You know, he ended it with like, you know, like I'm no longer gonna be hung up after the tone. Basically, like you know, like that's a really clever way of saying like a lot. Like he's just with the phrase after the tone, he manages to like include a lot of wordplay around it, and like, and so he's the instrumental. I'm way like more focused on. Like I'm the instrumental is crazy on this. I feel like there's just like every time I hear a little adjustment to the beat, I'm like, oh shit, like I could just imagine him adding it.
It's kind of neat to me, and like I said, I mean, I'm kind of excited to talk about it because the last time I heard this song, I wasn't allowed to talk about it, or like let the stream hear any of the noise, and so you know, it is kind of exciting because I had a lot of thoughts when I heard it before, and I didn't have any context when I heard it before, and with the context, I mean, it really kind of surmises his whole story, but everything that what really stands out to me, even in the beat right here, like you can kind of hear like almost like like telephone tones and everything, like you're dialing numbers and stuff like that. And so, you know, that just kind of adds that extra little depth to the song for me, if that makes sense.
It's a cool concept album. Like, and this is like a really good, like you gotta love it when they have the song of the album number one, like right after the tone album, track number one's after the tone. Like that's like concept album perfect. Like that's good synergy. Like that's the way it's supposed to be. And then like you're saying, like it's perfectly summarizing. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
It's summarizing it all. So, and we're only a minute in, so it's dope as shit.
Buzz asked whose album we're checking out. Skeem's new album, After the Tone. Big Buzz. Nikki likes
what up, Mel Bell?
Boingy. What up, Mel Bell? How you doing?
Boing. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Boingy. Let's go.
Reason to run. My words are faster. Your control is done. I'm no longer stuck after the tone. Did you think that I would just sit on my days, never hit the goals I went into? On the brink of all of my dreams. Say, did you ever do all the things that you had said to? No to a ring, no diamond ring, no picket fence, no wild and free. But look at me, I got everything you ever wanted, just like how you left forgotten. And I'm never gonna stop my grind. You won't ever get a spot like mine. Wrote a song with you and then about you, and now everybody knows that I can make a solo. So I do it prior days, I took it as my fault. Now hey look, a different default. Close the book, I'm cooking with more salt lines of the hook. No answer from home.
I do like the cooking with more salt. I like the contrast right there. He's talking about, you know, we were doing music together. Basically, you dipped out. I used to think it was my fault. Now I'm realizing, like, basically, I'm better off alone. You know what? I can stand on my own 2 feet. Like, and you know, again, cooking with more salt. I mean, we kind of coming in. You know, so I'm kind of coming from some salt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the when he was talking about, like the impression of that girl's like perspective, like, oh, you're no touring, no diamond ring, no picket fence, like, and I'm just like, damn. And then he's like, but I'm just, you know, the forgotten man, and it's a really cool. Fuck that, fuck those expectations. But hey, he was on the brink of his dreams. You know, that's what he said.
Honestly, it's kind of neat because like it was like if I'm not mistaken, it was in relation to this project, because he was telling me the story before, and I don't want to mess it up and lie, but I know like Like, it was a lot of, like, when he was promoting this, basically, when he was putting out the pictures and everything, was when that chick actually realized, like, who he was, you know? And it's just kind of neat, like, how it kind of came full circle, how, you know, you thought that was the end, you know, nothing was going to work out. Basically, you were done, and you couldn't make it as a solo artist and everything. Now you're making it as a solo artist. Like, you don't need another artist, basically, on your stuff. You can stand on your own, you know? I like that contrast. I like how that ended up being what pushed, basically, for him to become what he became, you know, who he is, what he is.
Oh yeah, man, it's all of his. I mean, even the last pop punk, like that fucking album, another cool concept.
That album's like, fantastic.
Man, shit.
All right. What up, Mr. Henley? Welcome to the stream. Let's roll on.
Close the book, cooking with more salt lines of the hook, no answer from home. When I needed hope, my calls unanswered. Now you're in my scope. This time I'm not alone. No reason to run. My words are faster. Your control is done. I'm no longer stuck after the tone. I guess I'm aging myself. Who even calls today? And raging don't aid my health, but demons come to play. So I am sharing the wealth of things I had to say. So keep preparing yourself. It won't help you. Time for disarray. Yeah, time for disarray. It's time for disarray. Time for disarray. Time for your disarray. When I needed hope, my calls unanswered. Now you're in my scope. This time I'm not alone. No reason to run. My words are faster. Your control is done. I'm no longer stuck after the tone.
Ooh, there it is again.
Record your message after the tone.
That beat, I like the way it starts and ends like that. Like it's just such a. I like the way he started that third verse saying like, "I'm really aging myself. Who even calls anyway?" Like no one calls anymore. It's so fucking funny.
I think the song is a fantastic tone setter for the album. I mean, just from what I know about the album story, again, like I don't know the whole album story. I don't know how everything plays out throughout the album, but it's such a good, I guess. That's like the, what is it, 3 minutes, 4 minutes? Yeah, 3 minutes. That's like the 3-minute version of the documentary. You know what I mean? Like, it's the perfect compliment. John says, aging yourself. I still call people, though, for the record.
I mean, yeah, it was just, yeah, it's like a funny line.
So again, that lyric video is actually on YouTube. I copied a link to it in the chat. You guys should go hit it up. Let's go ahead and leave a comment real quick. We have embarked. All right. Back to Spotify for a minute. Because I don't think we're on down yet. Nope. We're on no more next. All right. So unfortunately, you'll just have to look at our ugly faces with... no, we're not ugly. Our pretty faces with...
Good save. Good save.
So let's check out No More. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Unless you have something else to say about After the Tone.
I guess No More has a music video.
Does it? Hang on a second. There's no way. Because I looked. It does. Alright, I lied. There's definitely a way. There's definitely a way.
Here.
It's a goodie. Okay.
I like me some goodies.
Wait, what did I do with it?
I like me some goodies.
I keep tabbing into the wrong thing. Okay. So it does have a goodie music video. What are you doing right here? Alright.
Red suit jacket of sex.
Red suit jacket. Oh, is he wearing the red suit again? Please tell me he's wearing the one from the Screw You video. What up, Gatsby? Gatsby says, did you guys know Skeem dropped an album? I heard something.
Oh, really?
I heard something about that.
Another one?
I wasn't entirely sure.
This dude's talented. What up, Gats?
All right, let's check it out. So this is We Scheme with No More. Let's get it. Oh wow, this one is cool. So this one's gonna be kind of like the promo for the album. I got you.
This is creepy. Yeah.
This is like that classic We Scheme look too, without the red jacket of sexy. So Dr. Atheist lied to me, but okay. Oh, there it is though.
I don't fuck with you no more. I don't fuck with you no more. Bitch, you fucked me over.
Oh
but
my
you
God.
never fucked me.
Yo, this is angry, man.
I just want to hear the phone call. Damn. After all of that, like this must be a process. If this phone call, oh my god, she sounded happy to talk to him.
Oh yeah, Bot's like, what the hell happened right there? Like, she's so mad, or he's so mad.
Right? Yeah.
Let's go.
You fucked me over, but you never fucked me. But still you fucked me, now you face my coldest shoulder. I would've played nice with you, but you fucking dogs that can make it nuts. Ghosting me raw like your throat was cut. Better keep my
Oh no. So Skeem put in the chat, he said, record your message after the tone. Beep, bitch, I don't fuck with you no more. Yeah, no. I definitely pieced the flow of the album together to catch that we are now after the tone when this song is going off.
It makes me wonder if any of the other songs are gonna be like, because I mean, this obviously has been a process to write this. So as a human, you're gonna be going through the different feelings. So interesting stuff. I'm curious. Is it gonna stay like this? Is it gonna stay? Okay. I'm invested.
Let's go.
I would've played nice with you, but you fucking dogs that can make it nuts. Ghosting me raw like your throat was cut. Better keep my name out of your smut. Don't ever try to show your face anymore, but stay away, dear, I must implore. I ain't gonna explore, trying to salvage what is sold. I'm burning bridges over home with burning bridges that you wore. Did you think I want?
I do like too. I mean, because he's really going through. He's like, don't try to come around. Don't try to make amends. Let's not try to, fix everything. I mean, he's really showing that anger. He's talking about her ghosting him, leaving him on red, like not answering the phone, not calling back, anything like that. I mean, this is definitely that angry part when everything had went to hell and you're not getting the answers. You know what I mean?
Right. He's also saying not all songs are about the bandmate. The album balances telling a story while being accessible, relatable to anyone who doesn't know the backstory.
Sure.
So, tell many stories from the time when After the Tone started to now, not of which are all about the band.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So
Sure.
we're gonna definitely like this sounds more of like that, like general, like, all right, just like kind of like Big Shot. I don't fuck with you. You little lying ass stupid.
This does not sound very general to me. This sounds very specific, but I mean, it could be general. It could be.
I mean, after his comment, that sounds like he's trying to steer us that way.
Possibly.
Savage water soul, I'm burning bridges over home with burning bridges that you wore. Did you think I wanted to smash now? My music was to show in my soul, yeah. You were my partner, we did this together, but you disappeared like the foggiest weather.
See, this is definitely about it. He said in the chat just that. First two songs are very much about that. See? He angry in this one.
Oh, I can tell that. I'm just reading the comments, dog.
Let's go.
So you left me with a knowing Jack, and then the people asking where you at. Man, I still don't know, but when I played shows and the showed so low, they told me to bitch. I don't fuck with you no more. I don't fuck with you no more. I don't fuck with you no more. Bitch, you fucked me over, but you never fucked me. Yet still you fucked me, now you face my coldest shoulder. How's the success going for you now? Always thought you were the talent, wow. But now you're sitting on your own, and you're shitting tunes that nobody knows.
I like that too. He says, how's all that working out for you now? How's the success working out? Always thought that you were the talent, but now, like, you know what's going on? Because he's making it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he is gaining his confidence.
Oh, yeah.
slowly,
Oh, yeah.
Confirming it by his
pulling
own
it in
fucking
now.
milestones. He's like, oh shit, I'm doing stuff too.
Angry Skeem, sexy red suit jacket. Yes. Yes.
Now you're sitting on your own, and you're shitting tunes that nobody knows. Meanwhile I'm out here and making mine, living all the dreams that you tried to steal. Bet you like to hear I'm glad you're doing fine, but I'd rather see you fail, let's be real. Never told you about the record deal, I didn't know if I could trust the way you feel. And when I reached out to a friend to say we won, you never called me back, so I was down. Maybe you're thinking
When I reached out to a friend to say we won, you never called me back. Come on now.
I have, now that I think about it, I have heard this. I just realized that.
You listened to this one?
Yeah, I think like Juana sent it to me before, and I'm just like, yes, now I remember this song.
I intentionally skipped all the music videos that I thought would be on this. I didn't realize this one had a music video. I don't know how I looked over this one. But I did intentionally skip all the music videos because I wanted to wait and hear the album in case we did an album review. Well, not we. In case an album review was done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. His voice on this is my favorite part. Like the way his whispering it, you know what I mean?
I really like going from the tone setting album, from the actual vibe song of the album into like the immediate angry, you know, mad at
it's like first things first.
Yeah. And it's like you're literally walking through that chronological timeline of, you know, this is the range of emotions I experienced, this is how I moved into it, through it, all that. And so I do appreciate and enjoy that in this song. I like the video too, because I mean it's kind of, you know, this is very much like early Skeem. This is not masculine Skeem. This is not, you know, some of the flares or anything like that. Like this is, you know, like not generic Skeem. Like this, the picture, the guy who he is dressed up as sitting on the phone is like early Skeem. You know what I mean? And like there's headless Skeem sitting over here. Like we're talking about somebody missing and everything. Of course, there's a mask on a table next to a champagne bottle. Of course, nobody's filling up that mask over there. The champagne bottle, you know, he's still kind of having like a party. I don't know. There's a lot that strikes me as artistically deep in this video.
Yeah, the symbolism is everywhere.
Yeah. I don't think I'm rambling too much. Let's go.
say we won, you never called me back, so I was down. Maybe you're thinking I should thank you. I made it this far, my journey needs you. But I'm not talking about my own legacy, just talking about the bitch you almost ruined everything. Bitch, I don't fuck with you no more. I don't fuck with you no more. I don't fuck with you no more. Bitch, you fucked me over, but you never fucked me. Yeah, still you fucked me. Now you face my coldest shoulder.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Very, very Skeem-esque.
ending on the static and everything, just with the middle finger up right there.
I like that a lot.
Most expensive thing in this video, the jacket, totally worth it. Absolutely, that jacket is fire though. I saw that jacket in the Screw You video and immediately fell in love with it. Like, I need one of them sumbitches. Let's see here. We gotta finish this comment train here. Encore for this one. There we go. This song was fantastic. So far, I mean, at the beginning of this song, for maybe like probably the first minute, I was thinking like I actually like the vibe of After the Tone better. but I actually like as the song rounded out, just kind of well, where it fits in the album is really important too. I mean, listening to it chronologically, I think it's probably my favorite to this point. Of course, 2 songs in, because I like that the story is building and continuing.
Mm-hmm.
As standalone songs, possibly slightly less than After the Tone, but both of these are just such solid songs to start the album out on, you know?
Yeah, they're expressing such different fucking vibes and feelings.
Yeah.
The fucking instrumental in the first one, After the Tone, so far that's like that was an insane instrumental. But I loved his voice on the second one a lot more than the first one. A lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. So link
That's so good.
to No More is in the chat for anybody who's not checked out the video for it. Let's see, we got Down with Crypt. So I already know I have this one open right here. And this one, I was so tempted because I need more Crypt reactions anyway. I was so tempted to react to this so many times. And then just schedule pushed on. My opinion, these are the bottom 2 tracks. However, I'd say this whole album from front to back is solid, which isn't usually true of my albums. Well, here's my thing, because I know how the album ends. I think I know how the album ends. And I'm waiting for the transformation that comes in this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm mentally like really just listening for how the story evolves, and I'm really excited to see it.
Okay. Yeah. That makes me excited.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited about this one anyway. Get some Crypt action up in here with the track Down. Let's go. If I'm not wrong, too, just so I don't pause later to say this, like, this is actually, if I'm not wrong, I saw him tweet about this. This is actually like a video done, not just like a still picture, with some effects and stuff. Like, he was actually sitting with a green screen doing this whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I remember seeing the tweet or something like that.
Yeah. So kudos for patience. My ADHD would have kicked in, and I would have been slapping things like all over the room. Like, nope. I can barely stay still for a freaking reaction. Like,
yeah, this whole time I'm playing with this skate tool. I'm just taking it apart and playing with it.
Let's go.
Sitting in my room alone now. Everything is getting cold now. I just wanna be much bolder, but I feel them on my shoulder. As I get older, other things I told her never seem to smolder. Flame died when I scold her. Did I falter? Queen in my hand, maybe I should just hold her. But these games that we're playing aren't making pairs. You looking at me like I'm forever staying unaware, but I can prepare for the devil grin you wear. At least I thought so, but here I'm sinking in despair. It's not like it's new to me. Everybody always just using me, but the way you and I were fused, it seemed like maybe just for once you wouldn't be abusing me. I was still alone.
So I really do. First of all, I like that scheme early on, like that rhyme scheme with her.
Yeah.
With the ER at the end, you know, going on through. I mean, that real remorseful feeling. We've got anger. It's almost like I'm moving through the stages of denial. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm kind of at that remorse. I'm kind of upset. I feel used. I'm back to like depression. I'm back to sadness and everything. Like the flow of this album, at least through the first 3 songs, the way this one is starting off, very much follow like my own mindset when people let me down. You know what I mean? Like there's the initial shock where I'm rationalizing everything to myself. Then I get upset, and then I hit that point where I'm you know, my anger turns into, man, I'm so mad that I let myself get used. I let myself get depressed and all this stuff. Like,
right. Yeah. Good. Those motions, man. It's good to go through those, man. It's good to go through and be able to recognize them.
Absolutely.
You're right, though, man. The scheme and the cadence, that flow from the beginning, is very dope. And this beat too, this is my kind of beat that I'd like to rhyme on. Like, this is such a nice fucking, like, it's not too, I don't know, it's boom bap, but it's not like old school boom bap, but it's like that grimmer.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. It's very dope. That makes me just be like, okay, Crip's gonna be on this too.
It's kind of like everything else, and I'm kind of interested to see how Crypt fits on this song. But it's kind of like everything else with Skeem. Like Skeem can take something. It's like a lot of Skeem's songs. You know, I've kind of said before. I feel like they're a little circusy. Like the beats are a little circusy. You know, like Big Top sounding things.
Right.
And but still, he makes them feel like they have like that vintage feel to them, while they also have like a very new school, like new style feel to them. And that's 100% kind of what I'm feeling in this one too. It's got like a vintage sound to it. Even the way the lyric video is done in the background has like a vintage look. But at the same time, it's got a really new sound as well, like the way the you know, the verses are structured, or well, the verse is structured and everything.
This is gonna be so interesting, guy. I'm just excited to hear Crypt now. Like the way he's flowing on this, and it makes me like, damn, okay, Crypt's gonna. I wonder if Crypt heard his verse first and then was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make sure I saw something up.
Yep. All right, let's go.
I'm sinking in despair. It's not like it's new to me. Everybody was just using me, but the way you and I were fused, it seemed like maybe just to want you wouldn't be abusing me. I was still alone when you took me in, thinking that I'd be better with a friend. Now I'm sinking into your darkest sin, but I'm not strong enough just to make it end. Dude, used to hate myself, so if you try to do it, I'm mistaken for love. No, everything you're doing is a risk to me, so down if you want to try to use it for your show. Clown, I'm an entertainer down in the bitter flavor of what I used to say, but always let it fall go. Now, not a time for later, hop on the elevator, push up a button so I stop before I go down in the pit of flame. What a shame, the feeling I get in the pit of my stomach when I hear your name.
Hang on.
Perfect.
That transition across, man, like seamless.
Like that was a dope ass.
I like that.
10 syllable, nice. Like that was a nice little switch to Crypt.
Oh yeah.
Shove a button so I stop before I go down in the pit of flame. What a shame, the feeling I get in the pit of my stomach when I hear your name. Now it isn't the same, cause before I used to love it, now I hate it. You've been playing these games. Not a day goes by where I don't think why you and I couldn't make things work. The apple of my eye, waiting took a bite. You convinced me of the trouble you're worth, but as time went by, you showed your inner Eve, and that apple was from the forbidden tree. You gave it to me, hoping that I wouldn't notice it, but I know that it came with a fee. Our love used to burn with the fiery passion, but now it's just ashes and miles of flames. Your eyes were the windows inside of your soul, but now they're just windows that fill me with pain.
Nah, man. Like I'm loving even the theme, like even the consistency of the theme. I love how they switch over. Of course, you know, Crypt finishing Skeem's sentence and everything, but we're going through, you know, being used to being used. We're talking about being, you know, all that feeling of like putting yourself out there trying to help people, and again getting shit on for trying to help people. Then coming around, I really love I really love Crypt's line in there too about talking about the windows into your soul turning into now windows just to see like my pain and everything. Like just the whole, because they're both talking the same vibe, and knowing their catalog, like you know that they both have that same story to tell, kind of in the same way. And so you know, just really nice. And I think obviously this is the first feature I've heard from the album yet, but I think this was the perfect song to have Crypt on for it, you know?
Definitely. I mean, especially like just like you said, knowing Crypt and then knowing the music he's been putting out the last few years in his story. Like who better fit on this verse?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like hearing all of this, like.
Yep. And then John said in the chat too, similar voices, literally and metaphorically speaking, that mesh really well together. Yeah, they go together so well because they've got just enough contrast. Because you know, I mean, Skeem has kind of the higher pitch. They have similar voices, but Skeem has a little bit of a higher pitch, whereas Crypt has a little bit more of a gravelly voice. Like it comes together, and I don't know, this song is a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love this song.
Couldn't agree more. This is one of those ones where it's just like, if we just let it play the whole way and then we talked about it for 20 minutes at the end, like it's like that's justifiable. They're just like, how long is this review gonna be? I mean, shit, we'll see.
Shit, who knows?
Then it came with the fee. Our love used to burn with the fiery passion, but now it's just ashes and miles of flames. Your eyes were the windows inside of your soul, but now they're just windows that fill me with pain. I was still alone when you took me in, thinking that I'd be better with a friend. Now I'm sinking into your darkest sin, but I'm not strong enough just to make it end. Dude, used to hate myself.
elevator bar too.
Crazy. And there he goes.
That elevator bar is fantastic right there. You know, jumping in the elevator, you know, rob me like an elevator. I don't know exactly what he said right off, but, you know, talking about the elevator, you're getting in the elevator, push all my buttons, riding me around and everything. I mean, because if you think about it, when you're playing somebody, and that's really kind of the theme of what he's getting around to, is talking about people using him, playing him, you know, getting in his head, taking him in, making him feel like he needed them, he needed a friend, he felt like he would be better off with somebody that he could lean on. They get in, they're just riding him, they're pushing all his buttons, and then they're getting off, you know. Once they get wherever they want to be, they're still going to keep him spinning around, going up and down. Like, it's the perfect metaphor for when you get used by somebody, when you actually get played by somebody, pulled in, you know, tricked, misled, all that stuff. Yep. It's such a good it's such a good metaphor for like an actual, like, how you feel mentally in that situation, you know what I mean? And then there's the other part that I really like, because again, it's really relatable. He's talking about being so used to hating himself that, you know, when you start to do it, it almost feels like love. Like, when you start hating me and everything, when you start treating me like shit, it just feels normal to me. It feels like how it's supposed to be, because I already do that to myself so much. Like, that's just what I'm used to. I could probably make this entire stream about like how relatable a lot of the thoughts that he talks about in that song are to me, but I won't.
It'll naturally happen, don't worry. Yeah, because this is what, track 3 so far?
Yeah, this is track 3.
And honestly, I can see why everyone's like, because he posts the numbers saying that like all the album or all the songs are like equally as listened to. Like, all of them are so unique. They all are standalone good songs.
I can honestly say, to this point in the song, every song is better than the last because it's building on the last song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is one of this is how concept albums are supposed to be. Like, this is beautifully done when albums are just perfectly melded into each other, like, or the songs are just molded into each other.
Yeah.
It's dope. I haven't smoked. I love it.
It's a perfect story.
Yeah, this is really nice. Really nice. And like, again, that crypt feature, that crypt verse, bro, and the way he transitioned to crypt, and then that little bridge for the outro, I loved it. Yep.
Absolutely.
Now this Fake Friends I have not heard yet either.
I forgot to comment on that one. All right. So, Fake Friends. I haven't heard this one either. I was super excited because the video for this one dropped, I think, while I was heading to Orlando.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
August 5th.
Yeah. So, I'm super excited about this one just because the video looks super dope. Of course, Gatsby has been dropping nothing but fire lately. I always love Postcard. Postcard just has that Postcard's in like a really interesting vein for me. You know what I mean? Like he always sounds so fresh and solid, no matter what he's doing. He can do so many different things. Like, I love Postcard. I feel like Postcard is very criminally underrated. Honestly,
he's too talented. Like, he's seriously too fucking talented. Like, he just is like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna make a world Guinness record for making 7 songs in 24 hours all by myself. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Dr. Atheist says, Fake Friends, the swag, dope, and drip are over 69,420. 69,420, son? What?
I think it might have been like 20-something songs. 27 songs. He's going for like 27 songs in 24 hours or something.
That's insane.
It's gonna be crazy.
That is actually insane.
Fake Friends.
All right, let's check out Fake Friends by Skeem. Let's go. Skeem's showing off that fancy new watch right there, you know?
I wonder why.
Why you always fucking with the fake friends? Living like a Disney stuck in pretend. Wake up, little princess, you a loose end. They cutting you down, leave a noose end in your hand. I hang you high, and I don't know why. You live that life, so you tell me goodbye. Woo. Everybody always tells me goodbye. Man, I'm always fucking with the fake friends. Living, treading water in the deep end. Try to swim away but never ascend. Sinking to the bottom is my new trend. Wonder did I do something to offend? Stumble to another awkward weekend. Blunder every time I didn't intend. Just a loyal friend you never defend. This cruelty is making me cry. Come a little baby, wiping my eye. Know the men know they would always pass by. No need to pop the chest, I won't play the tough guy. This cruelty is making me cry. Come a little baby, wiping my eye. Never needed you, always put on standby. Help you tie your shoe just for you to run by. I ain't never been one for the fake shit. Talk about fake, then erase it. We was great back in school like Naismith. All about jams to the Joes, go name it, then jet off. Used to kick back and roll up in no Jettas. Now they on dope and never get no better. Had to look myself in the mirror to make it shit clear. Then I'm never gonna end up on a stretcher like, whoa. Now they don't talk to me, no. I got out of the bullshit and took back control. I can't handle myself and I did it alone. Now they hate that I'm winning, don't wanna see me grow. Everybody just dish me when sides had the stickies. I fixed up my life back, don't them to commit me. They finally did it, ain't no one commit to me. Whoa, I guess I did it alone.
All right. So I'll let that play a little bit, but
goodness.
Yo, man. First of all, Gatsby coming in with some swag in this one right here. Like I like the sports bars. I like what I think he dropped a Joe Namath bar in there. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it was going, but Gats is coming with some swag in this one for real. I mean,
Right.
Skeem kind of starting off, pretty much what I expected from the song. We talk about how much time we invest in people who ain't really there for you and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bro,
So-
this fucking this energy, like you're saying, dude, Gatsby's swag
It's-
though, like it's perfect because the
Yeah.
beat and the melody, and even Skeem had a little bit of it in his kind of cadence.
Yeah, it's got that super, like, so far the whole song, it's got that super laid back, like that super lean song on it. You know what I mean? Like this is the first song on the album that it's just like, you lean and ride with this one. I will say, for full disclosure, just because I'm honest, I like this song. This is still a good song. This is the first one that's not better than the last one to me yet, though.
Right, I could see that. It's like this one's like such a, honestly, like this is a lot of Gatsby. Like I'm gonna imagine to me, Gatsby and Postcard hit like the same styles. Like they can just hit like that rap
Yeah.
and then melodically
Yeah.
carry a note. Like so, like this to me, this is very much their bag. And then Skeem's like kind of like he incorporated his kind of like what he was going for in his verse, and he brought it to their realm almost.
Yeah.
It sounds like, because this is very much their kind
Yeah.
of pocket.
Yeah, and I like that because I like the melodic change of pace for the album right here at this point. I like how it still flows into everything. That's all I'm saying. Like it's the first one that's not topped the last one to me yet.
Yeah, I can see that. This is dope. I like it though.
It is good. It's solid.
They finally did it, ain't no one commit to me. Whoa, I guess I did it alone. This cruelty is making me cry. Come a little baby, wiping my eye. Know the men know they would always pass by. No need to pop the chest, I won't play the tough guy. This cruelty is making me cry. Come a little baby, wiping my eye. Never needed you, always put on standby. Help you tie your shoe just for you to run by.
Everybody wanna talk and never live it. I'ma sing a conversation when there ain't a competition. Keep on picking for the views or good so you will never fit in. Got my patience running thin, I'm exercising while they waiting, I'm done. They've been contemplating on this taking my fun, and not reciprocating any love that I've spun. But wait, I get it, you don't wanna give me any of my credit. Thinking that you better but not on my level. I seen what you was doing and I know where it's headed. Yeah, I never tired at night. You was in the picture, now I'm finding my crop. Try to come against me, but I'm rising my stock. The wrist a little chilly, now I'm learning my ops. Yeah, and I said, hold up and let's go our separate ways. I'm about to glow up, finesse, yeah.
This cruelty is.
So I like Postcard's verse a lot. I think one of the things he said in there, he's talking about people faking it for views and everything. Like, and that was kind of the vibe I was getting when this song came out. You know, really kind of thinking about, because you know, everybody, if you watch any of them, you know, Gatsby, Postcard, and Skeem are all actually boys. Like, and it's not fake. Like, they get together, they do streams together and stuff like that. Like, it's not a fake thing. It's not just for views. It's not just to get people in there and everything. And
Right.
I do like that he kind of called that. He called that point out there, you know, about a lot of people just kind of being fake, just going out there, getting that thing, making those connections and everything, putting on that show, like giving that appearance that we're taught just for what I can get from you, what I can get from somebody else. I like how much that actually kind of fits into the theme of the album too, and especially with the theme
Yeah.
of the last song, it kind of plays into that too.
Yeah, I agree. Fucking this again, the instrumentals, man, on this album are so fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
But there's like that really, what's that? I don't know. Is it a violin that's in the background? It's like it's just very subtle. It's so subtle, but it's like I hear it every time and I love it. But this is I'm really getting carried into the beats on this album more than I thought I was. Like my strongest impression is the beats that I'm hearing on these fucking albums, like, or on this album. Like, it's all of them are so fucking good, bro. Like, it's a violin. Okay, yeah, like that shit's like, I don't know why. It reminds me so much because I listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra, like that really whack, corny Frank Sinatra, and like all of it is so fucking violin heavy in the beginning, like of a song or in the end, and so like as soon as I hear the violin, I'm like, Frank, I can hear you. But this is a good. I'm liking the energy on this song a lot. Like you said, they do a good job of actually incorporating the narrative into like the album concept.
I like it, and I love where it fits on the album too, because it just kind of like gives that chill moment, like that harmonic moment right there. I mean, you've heard anger, you've heard kind of sadness and stuff like that up until this point, and then it just gives that chill moment, like yo, these are my boys. We're hanging out in the Oval Office replica, you know, like come on now.
Yeah, very dope fucking video, like. Very dope video. That set, I remember being really confused with this because it was like Gatsby has the hookups. I'm like, whoa, Gatsby, what you doing, bro? Hook it up with me. Come to Arizona.
Yeah.
Mrs. Skeem, what's up? I just
up,
barely
Mrs. Skeem?
saw this chat.
All right, let's go.
And I said, hold up and let's go our separate ways. I'm about to glow up, finesse, yeah.
This cruelty is making me cry. Come a little baby, wiping my eye. Little man know they would always pass by. No need to pop the chest, I won't play the tough guy. This cruelty is making me cry. Come a little baby, wiping my eye. Never needed you, always been on standby. Help you tie your shoe just for you to run by.
I like that line too, like the tight shoes just to run by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good little hook.
You getting
Good
tripped?
little hook.
You getting tripped up, son?
Yeah. Great vibe though. Like that was a
solid
that was
hook.
a good vibe.
I mean, that was a dope song. It was a good vibe. Like I said, I mean, it's got that super chill vibe. Like that's the one that that's the one I want to be riding around to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. You and John Deere both. John Deere Green, that is.
Me and John Green, we gonna be rolling around. I don't know. We ride our Jeeps in the woods or something.
Man, I'm loving this album. Fantastic.
I'm too. I mean, we're four songs in now. I haven't heard I haven't had a negative thing to say really. Like the storytelling's fantastic.
Excuse me.
Let's see. Fun fact: I was finishing editing the video for Destructive Hands during this, and just finished. So you'll have another music video to react to by the time you get to it. Hey,
that's actually
let's go.
Dope as shit. Leave it to Skeem.
Let's
Hell
go.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. What was I doing? I was commenting. We're boosting the algorithm.
Algorithmic power.
Oh wait, no. I already commented on this one because this was the one I was eating lunch and I muted it and locked my phone. All right, link is coming to the chat.
I'm gonna have so many of these melodies in my head today.
I know,
especially from that song. Good lord.
That beat, honestly, I think that beat was my favorite one yet.
Really? Yeah, it was like
I don't know.
It slapped.
The beat on After the Tone might be my favorite, but that one was just such a mellow vibe. Like I want that,
bro.
I want that playing behind me all day.
This whole if he released an instrumental only version of this album, I would buy it. Like I love all of the beats of this fucking album. I mean, you know, I'd buy this album. I'm not saying nothing against that. You know?
Dr. Atheist has a point. New comment for the algorithm. There we go.
New comment. Who this? Dude, man, this algorithm.
All right. So what we got coming up next? We got Late Nights coming up next, but we are not doing the music video for that because it's entirely different. So, Late Nights, here we go. We finally on Spotify. There you go, Skeem. More sales.
Ooh, I forgot the Elijah Kyle song. That's gonna be crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's. Well, that we're not there yet. We're on Late Nights right
now. I know. I'm just getting excited, reading, bro. I'm excited. Elijah Kyle's my boy. Another one.
What?
This belongs in a Mario 64 game. Like this sounds like a fucking Mario 64. Like
yeah. But this was the song though. He said it's gonna be different as it plays through. But if you remember, this was the song that he did his unmasking video to.
I can't remember. That makes if I hear it go on, I'll probably remember.
Every night that things are feeling hard, I can't escape the feeling. You and I are always reeling thoughts into our mind, we don't want them stealing. I'm feeling lonely today, I really know that it should be okay. I'm feeling lonely today, I really know that it should be okay. But these thoughts don't go away, go away. I can't stop, go away, go away. Here we are, you and me, do you see the nothingness inside of me? Here we are, you and me, do you see the nothingness inside of me? Every night that things are feeling hard, I can't escape the feeling.
That is a lovely bass drop right there. To me too, this is like the perfect song because I think if I'm not wrong, the music video for this, like it was also kind of hopping up Manic Midnights if I'm not mistaken about that. And just I don't know, like the feel for this kind of coming in with that thought, with like Skeem taking his mask off, with kind of, you know, Skeem kind of struggling with that mask at the time anyway, like kind of, you know, wanting to get rid of that anyway. It just all kind of fit too well. And I you know, this is a song like the other one, the original one, or the one from the music video. This is a song that I can definitely vibe with when I'm kind of feeling down. Like, it's definitely a late night song. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's cliche as fuck to say while you're listening to it, and it's called Late Nights, but like, it's definitely a late night song for me.
Yeah, no, that's like the total. That's the tone he made for it, I'd say, because it's like, yo, if you're gonna call it this, that's gotta be the energy.
Yeah.
But you're right though. I mean, like, this is something I can just literally like chill with, smoking, especially if it's raining like it's been. It's monsoon season here in Arizona.
Oh,
so like,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we be getting all that rain, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it, man. This has been like what, a minute in, and that fucking transition, that fucking bass drop. Pff,
yeah.
Wild.
Let's see. Gabe said, "Where did Bot go?" I guess it's just Skeem and Tyler for the review now.
I guess he's blind and doesn't see that one of us is just trying to vibe.
No, he's talking about because you and Skeem twinning.
Oh, I thought you were just like Skeem in the chat.
No. He's saying you're not in here. He's saying Skeem is.
Oh, okay. I saw middle fingers, so I totally saw it the other way.
Mrs. Skeem says it was Manic Midnight, which is why he didn't want you doing the music video version because that song was done in an hour. This is redone for the album. Right on. And
Ooh, in an hour. Wow.
I mean, it definitely sounds smoother. I mean, I'm trying to remember if there are lyrical different. I don't think anything was really rewritten drastically, was it?
Every night the things are feeling hard. I can't escape the feeling. You and I are always reeling.
Can I say I love the harmonies on this too? Just kind of listening to those almost whisper singing, like kind of going underneath everything. The harmonies on this song are probably what are standing out to me the most right now, just because of how smooth and I don't want to say pretty, but like majestically they are done.
It's like, well, that's like every line for this song. He's like, all of it's
yeah,
like it's so everything. Like he's delivering every line. He's not like,
yeah.
He's I don't know. Like that's you said it right.
You and I are always reeling. Thoughts into our mind, we don't want them stealing. Don't ever try to be the guy to those who left it all inside. We coincide with bloodshot eyes from times we terminated pride. We can't confide in normal minds looking to find some matching tides. So when the waves start washing over, we will rise instead of sinking in our lies. Sick of sinking in our lies. Here we are, you and me. Do you see the nothingness inside of me? Here we are, you and me. Do you see the nothingness inside of me? Every night the things are feeling hard. I can't escape the feeling. You and I are always reeling. Thoughts into our mind, we don't want them stealing. Late nights, late nights. Late nights, late nights. Every night the things are feeling hard. I can't escape the feeling. You and I are always reeling. Thoughts into our mind, we don't want them stealing. Every night the things are feeling hard. I can't escape the feeling. You and I are always reeling. Thoughts into our mind, we don't want them stealing.
I think we're back on the trend of like each song standing out to me more, and like that's really weird because I wasn't expecting it at all, but because I've lived with that song for a minute, but it just whoa. We ain't ready for that yet.
Oh, my dick! You teased it. You teased it. No, but you're right though. You're right. We are in that direction again.
That song, like Late Nights, especially this version of it, just really stands out to me as just because that's a lot more. Obviously, that I don't really think of that really as hip hop. You know what I mean? Like it just goes to a like it's just really like a full on composition almost, like especially with all the harmonies that are going in there, how they're all placed so perfectly, like they all play off of each other so well. You know, that song is just such a vibe song for me.
That's my favorite Skeem, when he's got that whispery vocal.
Yeah.
The lower, like really soft, and like that's my favorite. Like when he did that in the pop punk, like those small little dun 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 dun. I love when he uses that voice.
Yeah. Let's see here. Keep him busy. Let's see what up. What time should I set the premiere for Destructive Hands for you guys? So we have, let's see, how many songs until we're there? We have 3, 6, 8. Oh, wait. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 or so minutes of music to go. So about 15 or so minutes of music, 16 minutes of music to go before we actually get to it. plus commentary. Let's see, and how many songs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more songs. So saying that we spend about, let's say, an average of 3 minutes on each of those, like 15 plus.
This is great hearing you do this.
15. Well, like 30 minutes. So about 9:15 Eastern, 9:20 Eastern to be safe, maybe.
Nice.
Because
that was such a fun experience.
Because we could always, I mean, if we get there before it premieres, we could always like take a piss break real quick and just talk about the album to that point. So maybe 9:20, 9:30 or so, I would think. Let's see. You got the lyric video for "I Don't Know You." Yeah, we have that one. We have that one pulled up already. Ricky Garlitz. Wow. Ricky Garlitz is not a fan of We Skeem, apparently.
What? Ricky? Who are you? Who's Ricky?
Who is Ricky?
He's either a fan of Skeem or he just stumbled in here. Because it's like, what the fuck?
No music actually sucks. I like John's response. No music actually sucks. Only opinions do, Ricky. All right, let's see. So we got "I Don't Know You." We got the music video, or the lyric video. "I Don't Know You" featuring Elijah Kyle. I know that you're excited. I saw you get a boner as soon as this thing popped up.
No pun intended, but yes, a lot of popping up.
All right. So let's check this one out. I'm excited to get into it. Oh man, Ricky, somebody gonna have to. Yeah, thank you, Jason.
I didn't even see what he said.
All right, so let's go. We Skeem, "I Don't Know You" featuring Elijah Kyle. Let's go. I'm gonna say right now, and I'm trying to refrain from commenting on just the instrumentals, but I love going from something as kind of heavily produced and like full sounding as Late Nights into something that sounds this stripped down at the beginning. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, just one little thing's going on.
Yeah. I like that contrast. I love that flow from the album, like going back to arrangements and everything. Like that's just a fantastic touch, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like very this is like really I imagine this is like something that's like a baby going to sleep too.
Yeah.
It's like hitting the dun dun.
Yeah.
Over the crib.
Yeah, it is really lullaby like.
Yeah, lullaby. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it always seemed to be this way. Every person that I met must have learned the same foray. Cause they jump into my life, but they rarely ever stay. Toss me out like a dull knife, and alone I was okay.
What?
But hey, maybe I am.
Yo!
Very interesting.
I like that line too. Like, I'm a dull knife, alone I will decay, because a dull knife's not getting used. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sitting there laying to itself. I really like this flow. I like the sound of this song, man. It's so different.
Yeah, this is new sound Skeem for me. I haven't really heard him sound like this.
This is great.
And the beat too, it's like this is very uppy. Like it's boom, 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 boom. It's very uppy.
This is phenomenal to me. I really enjoy this a lot.
I want to hear how Elijah Kyle's gonna, because he bleeds his measures together sometimes, and it's like I don't know if you can do that on this beat successfully. Like you might. Let me hear. This is gonna be dope.
Nikki says this one would do well on the radio. I agree so far. I mean, this one sounds like it would go well.
My life, but they rarely ever stay. Toss me out like a dull knife, and alone I was okay. But hey, maybe I am better off deprived of all the things for which I'd always strive. Because the passion of this bumpy ride gives satisfaction. Nah, I lied. See, everything that is going on inside is gonna come out when things are going all right, until I snap at a time I shouldn't ignite, and then I set fire to the world like a guess I try it somewhere. What a bummer, everybody block my number. Always feel asleep, but I'm the person who will never slumber. Life is just a dream, so when I scream, nobody ever wonders. Never make a sound when they're around. Don't wanna wake 'em up about the bubble. I don't know you, and you don't know me, because you're leaving before the showing. I don't know you, and you don't know me. Can you abandon while never knowing?
Yeah, you don't know me and I don't know you. Shit, I barely know me, I'm a mess times two. All of these real, but I can't find truth. Every time I throw a rope, they'll tie my noose. So I don't really trust love over lust. Pouring my heart, refilling my cup, but it's stuck. I don't even wanna front. Whole life always knew what I wanted, but I still feel judged. Mistaken heart is not taken. Hard to take out the thorns and not making. All of my scars are open shell cases. Under my mask, my heart is still vacant. Doing my best to remain okay. You don't know me cause you never stay. Leaving the show has barely played. You don't know my story, never mind my pain.
I don't know you.
I really like how Elijah Kyle played that and came in on that. Like they stayed really smooth together too. And this whole song to me, I mean, it's given so many vibes of just, you know, hey, you don't really take the time to know me before you abandon me, before you get rid of me, before you push me off and everything. And I really like what Skeem said at the beginning. You know, when we started this, he was talking about, you know, it's written to kind of be the story to build into it and to be relatable. 100% you can listen to this song when you're having a bad day, when you're kind of feeling, you know, used and kind of pushed off by somebody who didn't really give you a chance, and it's 100% valid. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. This fucking man, this song stands out like mainly to me, like the features, they are in their own little spot for the album for me, because like the artists he fucking picks, it just becomes like their own, I don't know, like the songs are so good, the collaborations and features, that they literally just take you to their own place. Like you have to like forget that, oh fuck, this is the album. Like you almost forget that because of how good of like what, like this was, like Elijah Kyle, this is the perfect beat for him, perfect concept, all of it.
It's funny to me because you were talking about them being kind of in their own box. To me, they blend in perfectly. Like I can't separate the features from the other songs in this, because they just flow into into the album so well. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not talking about the way I'm taking in the album. I'm saying in comparison to the feature. If you were to just tell me, were the features as good as the solo songs, I'd be like, yeah, they're so good that you have to remember that they're a part of the album.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's just
I get that.
Like they're so standalone good. Like all the other songs are all standalone good too, but it's like, man, these features, they're so, like Skeem to me, like a lot with these features, it's showing he knew exactly, like these artists, Crip, like you hear who was on Buried Alive and you can see why he wanted specific artists for the specific songs. Skeem too, like they're really good at picking.
Yeah, I see that 100%. Let's go.
You don't know my story, never mind my pain.
I don't know you, and you don't know me, because you're leaving before the showing. I don't know you, and you don't know me. Can you abandon while never knowing?
Skeem did say in the chat that every feature he custom made the beat for the artist that he was inviting on. It shows. I mean, they fit too well. You know, I mean, like, let's go.
Yeah, and it, like you were saying, it does such a good job of not compromising the fluidity like of the album.
Well, they feel like this beat to me feels like, because I mean, it feels way stripped down, but it's also not, because you can hear a lot going on in it. It's just I guess it's just focused on like a couple of things in the beat, and everything else is just background noise. And so what really stands out to me here is it feels like an Elijah Kyle beat, but it also feels like a We Skeem beat. Like it's just the We Skeem pieces are just kind of like
they're sprinkled in.
Yeah.
I like that's a good, true. Because when I focus on it, I hear that really like that uppity dun dun dun, and then I hear the bass like,
right.
Like I hear those two things mainly, like for sure.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I see that Scheme. He says I tailored myself to the person I was inviting on. Like I was like that. That was super apparent on all of them. Like you can, if you know these artists he's working with, you're just like, holy shit! Like this is. He's doing great.
Did you see the comment about Down though? Made after he listened to Crips Buried Alive and snippets and tried to capture the album in one track. That's amazing.
Down was made after. Yeah, that's that dark, grim.
Yeah.
Fucking boom. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Man, so smart. So smart.
I can see that. It's good, man. It shines through so well though. Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. These videos, bro.
Yeah. Is it weird that I really want to listen to this on a beach? Like
all those shots of the water might be doing it.
I guess that's what it is, but it just sounds like it's such a good it's such a good feel good like walk through the sand and shit song. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Come on now. Album was very thoughtful. I wanted the features to have respect for what I was creating, so I started by having respect for their craft and making songs they feel at home on, so they'd be their best, and they were.
Yeah, that's so smart, man.
Such a good album, man. Like legit. I'm not even saying that just because Skeem's here, because I like Skeem. Like it's got such a good feel to it, man. Like. Overall, like my spirit, I'm gonna sound like Alphabot. My spirit feels cleansed, like listening to it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's because you needed it. It needed it. Honestly,
man.
It's definitely something where, I find myself, like I said, the whole time, like the instrumentals, like I'm sinking into them. Like I'm like if the couch, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in a big couch, that's the instrumental. I'm sinking into it, and you know, the lyrics are just going by my head. I'm watching them, like just invested into the beat. Like, and usually I'm not like that. Usually I'm very invested into the lyrics.
Yeah.
And then like whatever. But like this album, bro, like it's really bringing out my production. I guess. What's the word? Like my appreciation for it, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's what you're trying to get to.
These stone thoughts are gathering.
Butt sucking couch. All right, link to this one is in the chat now for anybody who hasn't caught it. Let's see, what do we have coming up? We've got In My Head. Yeah, In My Head. All right, let's go.
Wow. Can't believe we're halfway through already.
I know. Let's go.
Oh, wow. Perfect. Perfect for after that beat.
Right?
It's just like a more mellow, serious version of the other one. Okay. More hip-hoppy with this.
This is a more schemy, like full, mechanical sounding version of that. Like I feel like it builds off of that stripped down piece. And it's almost like I'm gonna listen to it again later. And see if I was really hearing it, but it's almost like, because I was talking about the schemy elements being in the background of I Don't Know You. I felt like they were kind of building to the forefront throughout that song, and I actually want to just do this real quick, like to start this one off. I just want to hear like
the transition.
Okay, and we got some dead space for a second, but then it comes in.
What makes one head of lettuce?
I forgot.
Oh, wow. We just got fucked, bro.
I just got added. Yeah, I know.
Wow. I can't believe that just happened. We were just like listening. We were hanging by a thread.
I was so deep into it too. That lady started screaming.
Yeah, you're all commentating. We're like, all right, we got a moment of dead space here.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to pay for Spotify, I guess, because
Nah, don't do it. Don't be a
Don't do
sucker
it.
like I
Don't
am.
don't be a
I'm about
sucker.
I'm about to get rid of it. Forgot that I was paying for it. And then I got hit. What the fuck?
Skeem said in the chat, the transition makes one head of lettuce. Oh man, beautiful transition there, Skeem. 10 out of 10. This is the first song he dropped a while back. I can't stop now because it won't stop playing ads.
Oh gosh.
Spotify's like, yeah, fuck you, man. You ain't been paying my shit. Now you
Straight
about
talk
you about to
wireless.
give us some money right now. I already have Verizon.
Oh,
Thank you.
Gosh,
All right.
that's so funny.
Whew. Well, oh my God, is there really another one? No. Can we just do this?
Another one.
Are you serious? I gotta watch like all of these. Come on now. This is why I don't use Spotify.
Party
this
foul,
is
dog.
exactly why I don't use Spotify.
Party foul, dog.
You should be controlling the Spotify in this stream. I'm just saying.
Right? I'm just like, oh shit, yo, we ain't gonna use my shit, but we're gonna suffer. The stream's gonna suffer.
All right, here we go. I'm not trying for the transition again. Fuck it. Let's go. Probably knows I'm on mute, probably.
I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. Yeah, I'm just in my head right now.
See, these harmonies at the beginning of this feel like they have everything that Late Knots had. Like,
Fact.
Come on.
Like you could have put, you know what I'm saying? Like if there's like more tone songs similar to those two, you could have made a little EP, you know what I mean, called fucking Late Nights.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, like this dude's so talented.
Let's go.
Why is it that I'm not sleeping? All my darkest thoughts are creeping. Try to keep them out there seeping. Drowning in my doubt and sinking. I don't wanna be that guy who always let you down when you want to fly. I don't wanna act so shy, but my mind told me down. I don't know who I am. Ooh, I don't know who I am. Yeah. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. Yeah, I'm just in my head right now. Lately I'm counting mistakes, tally them up till I break. Now I drive shouting at lakes until we collide with no brakes. Underwater, everything was darker. They won't find me, never left a marker. Rest in peace, though we never met his daughter. Won't ask for forgiveness cause he failed to be a father. I don't really know what's going on in my head. If I try to clarify, you'll think I'm already dead. So you rise, I stare out, I'm feeling hollow instead. And then the darkness within begins to swallow my wind. Now begin a new sin by taking blows to the chin. Another way to hide inside myself, projecting within. So now protecting my thin mental inspection so dim. I let them see the positivity I made up for them. Woo. Yeah, put a smile on to
I love that too. I love kind of looking around, you know, talking about like how dark it is inside of his mind, and then what was that now? The positivity he's made for other people. Was I hearing that right?
Run it back.
protecting my thin mental inspection so dim. I let them see the positivity I made up for them.
I didn't back it up far enough. Hang on.
If I try to clarify, you'll think I'm already dead. So you rise, I stare out, I'm feeling hollow instead. And then the darkness within begins to swallow my wind. Now begin a new sin by taking blows to the chin. Another way to hide inside myself, projecting within. So now protecting my thin mental inspection so dim. I let them see the positivity I made up for them.
Okay, so we're talking about taking blows on the chin again. You know, we're talking about again being kind of that sacrificial lamb for people. You know, being the one who's taking the brunt, being the one who's taking the force, getting hit, all that stuff. He's talking about his negativity in it within, how much he projects. You know, such a sour piece inside of himself, but then going through kind of the positivity he's caused for other people, whether I interpret that kind of as like a twofold thing. Number one, the positivity, he's lifted up the person who's tapped him on the chin or whatever. That's kind of the surface level that I see, but also see that kind of going into things in other songs and other things that he's said and done. Kind of looking at the positive impact, regardless of where he's at mentally, regardless of where his mind goes to, the positive impact he's made on people who really have rocked with him and stuck with his stuff. That's what I see in that anyway.
Yeah, and it's cool because like this is like the overall, what I mean, in my head, like this is like the open view. Like he's being really transparent of like, yo, this is clearly what I was thinking about for a fucking long time, and like it keeps me up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like there's late nights. Like he started off the song fucking saying that. Great.
I really enjoy. I'm just kind of looking through like the recap of everything. And I really enjoy, you start off with kind of like a hip hop song from Skeem. You go into a little bit more melodic hip hop song from Skeem. Obviously the songs with everybody else is kind of in hip hop, whether it's a harmonious style with Gatsby and Postcard, or if it's just a little more straight kind of hip hop with Crypt. I like the contrast. I like how his songs alone, though, progressively have kind of explored his sound. You know what I mean? Like different levels, different areas of his sound. Like Late Night's into this one still kind of hits like a harmonious side of Skeem.
My fucking phone just hit me with the flood alert. Amber
flood
alert. Yeah, it was like, burn.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was making sure it didn't go into the mic.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking through
I agree,
those.
man.
Just
it's honestly, it makes hearing, because honestly, we're like, what, 7 tracks in?
Yeah.
Almost 8.
Mm-hmm.
After hearing him make that remark about the first 2 or like the bottom 2, I see where, like, coming from, if I was the creator of this, you know what I'm saying? I can see why he would have that opinion of it.
Yeah.
So far, like, I mean, if, like I said, halfway through, so I don't know what the rest is going to sound like, but if it just keeps going up, like, because that's the thing.
Building.
Yeah, it's going up. So, of course, the first 2 songs are going to be the lowest point of the ladder if you just keep going up.
Yep.
But it really, like, it does, the album with Crips, like that track number 3, like, you could see why he would be like, yo, it fucking, it gets it kicked into high gear right there.
Right. All right, let's go.
Yeah, put a smile on to protect my friends. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. Yeah, I'm just in my head right now. Ooh. I'm just in my head. My head. I'm in my head. My head. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. Yeah, I'm just in my head right now. 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 Yeah, I'm just in my head right now.
Good vibe. Good fucking vibe, man.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
That was solid.
His singing, bro, like, even like when it's, the vocals like turned down and you could just hear the background and that layer, it's just like, what? Like he just, yeah, I mean, that kind of layering, bro. I'm one of these days I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it was majestic. I mean, I keep saying that, but I just
the perfect word to describe it.
I don't know. I'm just a really big fan of that overall. When he's going to that harmonious place in all these,
harmonious. Yeah, this is like I said, the whisper scheme I like a lot, and he's been doing that a lot on this album. So
absolutely,
I'm a happy boy.
I'm just trying to double check because I don't think that Pull the Tooth has a music video, but I'm just double checking. I don't see one, so All right, we sticking with Spotify. Let's see if it'll let me hear the transition this time. Let's go. Hey.
Okay.
Woo. Hang on, because after Skeem said that he was matching everyone's style, I was really trying to figure out like how that was gonna fit with Blindside, because at this point in the album, like the vibe of the album did not fit. Like Blindside's got that more rugged, aggressive, kind of faster, style and everything. And so I was wondering where that was gonna come from. But yeah, we picking up the heat right here. Let's go. Okay.
Let's see what we get. This fucking beat. Oh my god.
This beat is stupid good.
I had that perfect dream again and woke up right before the end. I finished in my head, but then it all just felt like we pretend. It's like the stories that you tell seem too ideal for you to sell. Admit mistakes so we move on, but you're stuck never being wrong. And if I'm calling you a liar, then there's fire from your throat. And you threaten me for questioning the stories that you wrote. I could justify and verify the things I have accused, but somehow I'm the reason you say you're abused.
We talking again. We talking about people justifying. They coming hard. They coming negative. They coming dark and everything. They got fire in their throat. They just trying to burn you, and yet they're trying to turn everything around and blame you. They trying to turn everything around on you. You're the bad guy. They don't do anything wrong.
Skeem needs to release this instrumental and have like a freestyle karaoke night where it has to be off the dome. People just in the community hop in and. Because, dude, that fucking instrumental is insane. I was, like, wondering, is it going to build up and then it's just going to have more instrumentals added to it? But it's the fucking, so far, it's just been the same from front to, from 0 seconds to 33 seconds. Oh, my God. Like, I'm over here thinking about how would I flow over this fucking thing because it's the pockets that this beat is leaving you with is, like, there's so many you could hit in between because there's just, like, there's so many gaps between each fucking, like, in the arrangement from the instrumental. I love it.
Let's go with Angry Skeem some more. Let's go.
Sometimes I don't understand the simple things you twist and hand, and I don't wanna see you fall, but you're a rock pressed me to walls. If I call it what it is, a little fib of false I live, you can't accept that you're addicted to the art of making every story different. When we hit the stuff that matters, that's when all the stories shatter. Love for you keeps going faster while your engine pitter patters. All the facts that hurt like daggers are the ones I'm never verifying, cause the truth is terrifying. I'm in love with the liar, and they don't even know the truth. Sweetest words have expired. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. I'm in love with the liar. Even when I'm showing them the proof, they remain a denier. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. Yeah, I think it's time to pull the tooth. Yeah, she was so sweet and sour, girl, got some taste that make you embrace. Lick it from her lips while she on top of me. There's something strange about this girl, why do I love her so? She always tripping and falling, she wanna fluff a pole. She broke her tooth, went down her throat with her own fantasies. Every time she lied, she start to choke, I let her panties breathe. I'm planting seeds for the seed off my apple tree. So take a seed in my deed with impending casualties. It's kinda sad that a blind man can capitalize. You tried to plan a surprise attack, but that act is mine. Capitalizing on a gap that I need to fill, while laying traps on your tracks so you won't see the kill.
I like that too. I like the capitalizing on a cap that you need to fill. We talking about pulling the tooth and everything. Nifty little play on like the title of the song, the theme of the song and all that. Can't listen to this song much. It sounds good, but it's a bit graphic for me. That's actually exactly what I was about to say, Mrs. Skeem. Well, not exactly. I can listen to it just fine. But like I was kind of expecting Blindside to make it like a little bit darker and kind of like go in a direction the album hadn't yet, and he definitely did. So, okay.
Yeah, I like how he sped it up too with his verse. Like he came in with that slower boom bap, and then he like caught the flow a little bit more. Very fucking. I mean, this dude's being fucking funny graphic though. Like not like.
Well, Blindside's always kind of funny graphic. Like he's always kind of. Can you plug this in for me? He's always kind of. Like he hits that darker, he hits that dirtier, he hits those different vibes, but he definitely like it's always humorous, or it's always relevant. It's never just like you know, just dirty or dark or gritty for the sake of being dirty, dark, and gritty, you know?
Right. Yeah, this one's got like a little kinkiness to it.
Yeah. It's kinky. It's playful. There you go. That's a good way.
Sing on a gap that I need to fill while laying traps on your track so you won't see the kill. See camel toes and camouflage, can't elope a hoe. I ollie into that ring and then I rope a dope.
Perfect timing.
Oh my god.
Crushing your dreams into a powder snorted up her nose. Her lies seeping through her teeth, now she overdosed. I'm in love with a liar, and they don't even know the truth. Sweetest words have expired. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. I'm in love with a liar, even when I'm showing them the proof, they remain a denier. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. Yeah, I think it's time to pull the tooth. I'm in love with a liar, and they don't even know the truth. Sweetest words have expired. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. I'm in love with a liar, even when I'm showing them the proof, they remain a denier. Now I think it's time to pull the tooth. Yeah, I think it's time to pull the tooth.
I still like things like that too in the beats throughout this album, where it kind of still goes back to like a tone, you know, like kind of like something that just makes you think of a tone. Doc Stray says, did he say camouflage, camel toe?
He
Yes, he
did.
did. Yes, he did.
Yep. And then he said cantaloupe afterwards. That was a good. That was like, again, man. The fucking features, they all are just so.
Yeah.
He really is just catering to their sound and then
Yeah.
like bringing it to the in such a good way, like because like you, man. After you said that, I was curious. I was like, okay, so what's the Blindside one gonna sound
Yeah.
like? But I mean, it was a fucking really good. It's like a original spin on it. Like
Yeah.
there's not gonna be a song that sounds like this in his discography. I don't think.
No, it's
I've loved it.
It's super solid, man. Like and it's weird too, because it's kind of like how the Gatsby postcard feature just kind of took me out of the album for a second, and kind of broke up the flow. Not in a bad way, but like kind of, you know, set itself outside
Where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
And
where they are.
And this one kind of did the same thing. You know what I mean? I mean, we're going from in my head, you know, still kind of that negativity I'm projecting on myself, kind of the dark places I take myself, all that stuff, into, you know, a little bit, honestly, with this one, a little bit more. Yeah, Skeem was kind of botting about people who want to talk shit about him kind of baselessly, but then into Blindside, you know, a little bit more of a fun song. You know what I mean?
100%. He was doing. I think this might. I mean, it still could be applying to the situations that have happened, but you know, it seems like one of those where it might not be.
I don't think it was empty at all. I'm not saying that it doesn't apply. I'm just saying it still felt more fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can just feel the tone change from where we were.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and mosey into When It Starts to Rain.
All right, let's go.
Hey, look, I actually got to have a transition this time.
Summer nights under all the brightest skies, only with.
Let's see, Skeem says, and now we go into the back half of the album. Every song from here on out is more than a decade old, and the Feels trip has begun. All aboard the Feels train. All aboard the Feels train! Woo!
We here for it.
We here for it. Let's go.
Summer nights under all the brightest skies, only witnesses are stars and fireflies. Sitting at my car, leaving scars before my eyes. I won't realize until the years have passed us by. Learning love from someone who won't love me. Turtle doves, but I am holding both these. You won't.
Ooh, turtle doves, but I'm holding both these. Again, like I just think about that Home Alone, you know, when he gets the little turtle doves, and you're supposed to, you know, you're supposed to have one and give one to your best friend. He's saying, but I'm holding both the turtle doves and everything. Listen, it too on this, like I can feel a lot of raw emotion on this from like kind of, I guess, the sadness of where it's coming from and all that, you know?
Yeah, like this
just in the tone of his voice.
Right. Yeah. That beautiful, like that whisper soft tone. Like I'm sad, but I'm like being still, pretty wise about it all. Like reflective, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause that's what a lot of this is. It's like, this is
Stoic
like an
sadness.
ultimate stoic sadness. It's honestly a big state of
Yeah.
reflection. Like a lot of this album.
Absolutely.
Stoic sadness.
Hey, let's go.
Turtle doves, but I am holding both these. You won't take, but also never leave me. Want the cake while you are busy eating. The grassy fields all turn to dust. My soul itself will self-combust. Memories turn sour by time. Mold replaced what was sublime.
Just because I called out the turtle doves, I can't let the one my cake and eating it too line pass. I mean, he definitely threw out "you want the cake but are eating too," and I sat on it for a second there thinking about it, and I was like, huh. So I mean, like kind of rapping on those cliches and everything, like wrapping them around, making them like different and relevant in here. You want the cake but are busy eating and everything. You want your cake and you want to eat it too. And I think for the first time in my life, actually just conceptualized in a visual way in my mind. Well, I could have just said visualized. I just visualized for the first time in my life that the problem with wanting your cake and eating it too is that if you eat it, it's all gone. And I don't think I've ever realized that before.
You're just like, son of a bitch. Honestly,
Son
I've
of a
never heard the
bitch.
expression. Like, I'm
Really?
new to that expression. Yeah, I mean, I live under a rock. Come on, man. But you're right though. Like that's you saying that. It's like,
well, I've always known what it meant, but I never knew I never visualized it.
One thing, I've never. Like I said, I've never heard of it. This we're only 46 seconds in, but the fucking glad to help. This beat though, bro, like it's very I don't understand how people this is such a hard thing to write to. I feel for me, obviously, but so it's always interesting for me to just imagine writing to this and then be like, would I be able to? And I sure as hell wouldn't be delivering a sound like this. He makes this sound so fucking it's perfect. And he could say anything over this and it would sound so good because he knows how to deliver and his vocals over this. This is the melody he creates, all of this, so nice.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Forget the past, do numb the pain. Call it sunshine when it starts to rain. Call it sunshine when it starts to rain.
I love this part.
There you were when we said goodbye. Held me tight and I felt you cry. Later on you were still denied, pretending like it was only I applied but still you wouldn't hire. You would call explaining your desires. Talk about the ones you chose before me. I'd say I don't wanna know, you'd say please don't ignore me. I don't think I want to be friends. We see very different ends. But when I try to say goodbye again, you tell me that you love me and I'm reeled back in. The grassy fields all turn to dust. My soul itself will self-combust. Memories turn sour by time. Mold replaced what was sublime. Forget the past to numb the pain. Call it sunshine when it starts to rain. Call it sunshine when it starts to rain. 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 Woo. The grassy fields all turn to dust. My soul itself will self-combust. Memories turn sour by time. Mold replaced what was sublime. Forget the past to numb the pain. Call it sunshine when it starts to rain. Call it sunshine when it starts to rain. When it starts to rain.
I literally just want to exist with that song. You know what I mean? I just.
Yeah, that beat again, where I'm just like, yo, I can get sunk in that on repeat and cry to that beat. Like that beat for sure kind of got me emotional. The lyrics, I mean, were just beautiful, but like,
yeah,
with the beat with them, I mean, like I really, it put me in like a more like of a grateful, you know what I mean? Like that was more of a I get a state of like feeling grateful for things when I hear that beat.
I just think of how many times I felt detached, you know, kind of seeing that honestly, for this song, to me, what this song says to me, it takes me to a place where I feel like, you know, in the past where I've felt like, you know, maybe there isn't somebody that wants to, you know, enjoy life, you know, genuinely appreciating me and having me appreciate them. I'm not talking about like, you know, romantically or something. You know, my wife definitely fulfills that piece, but it's like when you're thinking about who you connect with, you know, there aren't a lot of people who want to sit and have these conversations. You know what I mean?
True.
And you know, to me that just kind of shows, and it kind of kicked off I think with the Turtle Dubs, and then just the vibe kind of kept through the whole song. It kind of takes me to memories of like times, places, whatever, when I felt like nobody just wanted to appreciate who I was inside, what I was inside. They were more, you know, concerned about what I was doing for them, what I was giving them. And then that ray a lot when you meet that one person that you can connect with and you can actually have, you know, that genuine bond with, that genuine relationship with, where it's not, you know, I don't have to pretend to be someone or something I'm not. I can be me, and that's going to resonate with you just like you resonate with me. And that's kind of what it all shows through to me. And it is that that ray of sunlight when it starts to rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. Like it's the way he describes it all too. Like that perfect, that melody, that phrasing.
Yeah.
Like the sunshine when it starts to rain. I like because he carried that note so many different times. Like when he said it, he was singing it so many different ways. It sounds so beautiful.
I agree with Jay in the chat too. Jay says that it's definitely a radio song, or should be on the radio. It absolutely should be.
Yeah, that shit nostalgic. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
Shay.
Nostalgic. I also like too.
Fucking.
You know,
that beat just took me back.
You notice that Skeem said, you know, on the back half of the album, this is all the stuff that was written over 10 years ago, and these, you know, these are in that nostalgia vibe. I just noticed looking through too, there is no explicit content on any of the last 4 songs, and I wonder if that's, I guess I wonder kind of where that stems from, you know?
Because he's just like, yo, I'm gonna be introspective and deep. no blind sight bars.
It's just kind of interesting to me, you know what I mean? Like I don't think it's significant. I don't think it really matters, but it is an interesting distinction that I just noticed looking at the Spotify list.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go on to the right thing to say. I think everybody's probably disappearing for a minute for the Destructive Hands premiere, because that video is premiering, so we'll be able to watch it when we get to it. Oh. Yeah. So Skeem said more of my music is not explicit on my albums than is explicit. I just write how I write. Absolutely. No, I was just wondering if there might have been a time, like a significance into that time frame. You know what I mean? But I feel you.
Hello there, could you come over here? I got some things that I need to tell you. Between you and I, there's no you and I know we tried, but we're out of time. We're out of time. He still loves you, and so do I. But you still love him, so say goodbye.
What is this almost make me think of like a contemporary Christian song. Like it's almost got that feel to it. Like I know it's far from it, but it almost feels the way everything just like runs together makes me feel like it is one.
Huh. I wonder. Yeah, I don't even. What is Christian? Like, what's an example of that?
It's like the the worship music, like the newer worship music.
Oh,
It's really it's like really
interesting.
easy listening. It's kind of mixed very similar to this. You know what I mean? And
I don't think I've really heard that.
I don't know. It's got that feel to it in my mind.
Hey, if that's how you feel, dog, it's too early for me, I guess, because I haven't. I'm just hearing the piano and him just kind of.
Sure, yeah.
So.
But you still love him, so say goodbye. Sometimes the right thing to say is the last thing you ever wanted to say. But this is something that I just got to say, 'cause I couldn't stand to see you hurting another day.
It's kind of interesting that I feel like it has that feel again, because I mean, when we're getting around to talking about, I just can't stand to see you hurting another day and everything. I mean,
yeah,
we are trying to uplift, you know, and a lot of worship music is really geared toward uplifting people. So I mean, that's just kind of the feel that it has for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get like I listened to a lot of Neo growing up, so like this reminds me of like a lot of Neo. Like this is big Neo vibes.
It's kind of in like a Linkin Park vibe too for some of their more more melodic stuff. Early on, I'm trying to think of a specific song and I can't really think of anything, but I'm thinking about like the less processed stuff on Meteor. I know that this has like a super processed feel, so I'm not trying to like, you know, really draw like a strong comparison on the amount of production on both. But I'm saying for Linkin Park, you know, a lot of their stuff is super duper produced.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this would be a good video. That's a good point.
Like this, wish it had a video. I'd post it on YouTube. Yeah.
And I'll say it again. He still loves you, and so do I. But you still love him. Let's say goodbye. Don't be concerned about my heart. I knew these dangers from the start.
Lyrically, I mean, it's really kind of throwing me to a place of, you know, really loving someone enough to let go, like loving someone enough that you don't have to hoard them to yourself or something. I feel like this is like that letting go song, like that detaching song.
True. It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, where I'm saying, you know, I love you enough to know that you still love this person. If you really love me, if you really care about me, you know, just say goodbye. Like, you know, have enough to kind of cut that tie and everything. And a lot of times, I mean, you want to be with someone, you care about someone, and you try to force those things, but sometimes really what you have to do is cut that tie just because you know, maybe aren't compatible with somebody. You don't coexist with somebody. You don't enrich each other's lives. You just harm each other, you know?
Right. And it's fucking easy. You know, sometimes you don't even realize you're in a fucking toxic relationship. Yeah. Like you're like, we're just trying to make it work. And it's like, well, you know, not everyone's supposed to.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like you force yourself because of time invested, because of whatever the case may be, you know, you keep trying to make it work and it doesn't.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't try to reach me, that's not fair. Admit you love him and leave it there. Sometimes the right thing to say is the last thing you ever wanted to say. But this is something that I just got to say, 'cause I couldn't stand to see you
song
love
got
the instrumental.
that song got me super in my feels, and I'm not even gonna play about it. Like 100% to me, that completely hit as like that final note, like that final goodbye song. And you know, I think of relationships I had before my wife and everything that I stayed in so much longer than I should have, just because of time invested and everything. I think about the pain that you kind of go through when you finally build up the courage and like building up the point of being able to say goodbye and say no, you know, this is not what's best for either of us, and really cutting ties like that. And that I would say as far as getting me in my feels, like that song probably did the best at it, you know.
Luckily, of all the trauma and pain I have in my life, not much or any of it is relationship based, because I haven't really had much of a love life. So like I can't really, like, I didn't have no fucking real. I had one relationship in high school and that was it, and it carried into my adulthood, and then like I've had one real relationship. So, and then there's Germ, my soulmate now. So I can't really relate to a lot of this, you know what I'm saying? But like it's still very deep and powerful. Like, I mean, you can't ignore it. Like, you can't ignore it. Everybody, yeah, like I'm in the minority with this kind of stuff, but like this is definitely like undeniable. Like, this is definitely a breakup song. Like, it's like, oh man, I'm so glad. Like, my last relationship, like, it was just not like amazing, but I mean, like, it didn't, like, I didn't have a fucking crazy, you know what I mean, like, at the end, it wasn't like a crazy experience that I was just like hung up about. It was just like, all right, you know, that was for the best. Like, we both can't be in this. Like, this is for the best. So it was like a pretty mature ending. But fuck, bro, this has been such a crazy. I mean, such a crazy ride.
So I'm seeing right here. You know, we're back to kind of that early vibe right here, where he's wearing the mask, he's got the suit and tie and everything on. And I'm wondering, because this is the second to last. Yeah, this is the second to last song on here. And I'm wondering if we're not trying to hit that No More vibe again to like close it out with the video and everything. Okay. Shout out. Talk straight says shout out to my first wife, you crazy bitch. All right. Let's check out Destructive Hands. I'm excited. Brand new music video just premiered 8 minutes ago. Let's go. Oh, it's got clips from all the videos from the album.
Man's a genius.
Let's go. Ooh, and this.
A piano, a phone.
I've always been there for you, and I always will. There's nothing you could ever do to make me ill. There's nothing you could ever say at any time at all that would push me this far away. I forgave big and small.
Can we just talk about how the whole album to this point was about being angry, was about, you know, pushing off, was about, you know, moving past, was about all these different elements and everything. But then this song dials it all back and says, you know, there was nothing you could do that ever would have pushed me away this far. I forgive everything, you know. Basically, I get it. Like, I get it 100%. I get the feeling. I get that. Yeah, it's maturity, that acceptance in there. That also that resonation, like that closure, that feeling of closure. You know what I mean? And thinking about what this album is to him and everything. That's lovely.
Yeah, no, this is fucking gold, man. Like this is, I love it when albums have this like kind of, you know what I mean, like chronological order to them almost. It feels like because you can, it really does kind of feel that way, especially with the video, the way he's like, all right, we're towards the end of it. This is like the end of the album. Like here, I'm gonna show you all these clips from the other videos, and it's like it wasn't until today he could have done that regarding the video.
Yep.
And it's a perfect element to add to this song, which is towards the end. Love it.
Yeah.
Fucking the highs, too, bro.
Huh?
His highs, the highs he's hitting, his
Yeah.
fucking notes, like crazy.
How could you do this to me? Break my heart eternally, eternally. How could you be so cruel? Make me out to be a fool. Guess I'm a fool. I'm always true in that you've known. You always had, and my love for you I've shown, and you know I always had, and I loved you in everything, no matter what, and in everything joy I bring for every cut. But you have never cared for me. Your decision stands, and you just wanted to break free. I put my heart in destructive hands. How could you do this to me? Break my heart eternally. How could you be so cruel? Make me out to be a fool. I just don't understand. I hold out my dead hand. You've left my heart bare, and you don't even care. You have such.
I like too, because we were talking the last time we paused on this song about the maturity, about the acceptance, about the, about really reconciling kind of everything that happened and everything that's been talked about in the album. And then you get to this point, but it's still that question in the back of the mind that says, but how do we get to this point? How could you do this? How could you? And I'm assuming, so knowing that this song is 10 plus years old, I'm assuming this one was written probably a little bit fresh off of everything that happened. Just
Has to be, right? I mean, the way he's fucking expressing it. I mean, it seems like very post.
Yeah.
Like towards like his final. I mean, maybe. I mean, we don't know exactly, but it definitely sounds like it's towards the final. Yeah. Like, okay, I'm pretty certain of myself now. Like how I feel about all this. Raise your hand if you're crying. When he hits the high notes, I get goosebumps in my neck that go to my back.
So actually before it went down, the song was before after the tone started. Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Irony was repeated history. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that is ironic.
Wow.
Repeated. That's what it is, man. History will always repeat itself. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's just so fitting. Like that's.
The singing is so good, bro.
I was gonna save this comment to say it later on that note, but I'm just gonna say it now so that I don't forget to say it later. The great thing is, though, it's like looking through all this, looking through kind of the pitfalls and everything, thinking about, if you take a different path to get to where you are today, do you still end up in the same place? Do you still do everything the same way? Like, are you still, where you are? And the thing is, all these things suck. Like, there's no denying that kind of the path taken sucked. But it's like, look at where you are right now. Look at how many people you're impacted, how many people appreciate you. Look at how many people, really draw inspiration and strength from what you're doing. And it's amazing to kind of see through all that hurt, hardship, and all that stuff, the end result here I mean, it's like that beautiful tapestry that is life, you know.
It's this to me. This like really shows like the like if you were to like describe Skeem, though, as he just releases more music, like who knows where he's gonna be at 5 years from now, but it's like you can literally just be like, if you want to hear certain styles, like he's the perfect artist to be able to recommend content to other people too who are interested in him, right? Because you can just be like, if you want to hear this sound, like this chapter of his life, and you want to hear, because he can literally dip into honestly any bag he wants in terms of genre, in terms of sonically, like the way you were absorbing the music, he can dip into any pocket. So it's like, this is that album where if someone's like, yo, let me hear something like, I mean, the stages of grief, that's what everyone's, he said it himself, like this whole album's the different stages of grief. So it's like, yo, you want a concept album that's like incredibly emotional but really intellectually deep too at the same time. It's like all really reflective. Send him this way. After the Tone is the fucking one you want to listen to. Like it's crazy. I love it. Did you see what he said about Simba?
I do love too that Mrs. Skeem pointed out in the chat. He is actually wearing the picture or the shirt from the picture back when After the Tone was going down. So that's just kind of a neat, like a neat
little Easter egg
piece. Yeah. I hadn't even acknowledged that.
You have such destructive hands, such destructive hands.
Ooh. I really enjoy that song. If you guys haven't seen that video, the video is lovely. I actually saw earlier too. Skeem is selling cassette-shaped USBs of this album. Which
that look dope.
ultra interesting to me. I'm really thinking about getting one because they look super nifty. Unless they've already sold out, which I wouldn't be surprised if they had. But
if cassette tapes could have a penis, that's what these are. They look great. Like we can't take away from that. But the singing on this was probably my favorite because I actually did legit get goosebumps in my neck from those notes Goose hitting.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful how that came out. They have not sold out. Woo. It's going on my wish list. Let's see. All right, we have one left, and that is Healing.
Destructive Hands. That was such a good.
I really enjoyed Destructive Hands. I think it was a beautiful way to bring it down, and it was just so melodic and stripped down and simple, and just all the nostalgia, all the videos from the album kicking in to start it off. The T-shirt from the old pictures and everything, just really kind of going through that level of acceptance, that level of pushing back. What up, Jesus? How you doing?
I would love to get a instrumental only version of this album. Just saying. Saying.
Bot's wanting to like cover the whole album. He's just wanting to make his own version. Right. Now.
This is more of like, let me listen to the beat so I can cry. Like those beats are just so fucking good. And the way he writes to them, it's like unfair.
Yeah, we made it home safe yesterday, Luana. You guys still in Florida? All right.
Luana.
We gotta close
That's
out.
A pretty name.
Yeah. We gotta close out this album with the song "Healing."
And I'm healing.
You guys better get back on the road soon. You're about to be hit by some tropical storms and stuff. You're at Burden's place right now.
Good
Nifty.
lagoon.
Nifty.
The storm.
All right. You guys having a party at Burden's place? We got Healing by Skeem closing out the album, closing out the whole thing. You ready for this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna get right into it. I really do. I want to apologize for what happened 12 years ago. And even though I didn't have any intentions of screwing you over or hurting you in any way, it doesn't matter because I did. Some of that has been dealing with undiagnosed ADHD that I had in my childhood and still have. Something that, you know, it's something people have, and a lot of people have ADHD. And it's resulted in a lifetime of disappointing people a lot, which I know sucks for other people, but it also sucks for the person that continues to do that, you know? I don't remember at all ignoring you, ignoring calls, and even though, like, you know, the impact was personal, it was not personal, and I think that you understand that, like, these issues are not like excuses, but it is the truth of why. So that's what I wanted you to know.
At T-Mobile for Business.
No T-Mobile. All right.
Wow.
You've been waiting all night for that, so I just wanted to let you enjoy that straight through, man. Like,
that's interesting. That's food for thought.
what a perfect way to end that album, though. Like,
right? Yeah, it's like a fucking movie. This shit was literally a fucking movie. That fucking prologue, whatever prelogue. Bro, then with that kind of as like a little epilogue.
Yep.
Oh my god. Like, oh my god. I you know, I'm a little defensive for my boy Skeem because that answer is like, it's like acceptable and it's also not. You know what I'm saying? It's
bro,
like, what the...
well, it's just so crazy. It's like, you know, them actually getting in touch, like, in time to, like, put that on this project and everything, you know, and all the, you know, animosity, resentment, all the emotions and everything that made this album happen and everything that built into this album.
Yep.
You know, feeling that way about it, I guess, having that mindset about it and everything, and you know, really getting that moment at the end of it where you get in touch with somebody and you find out it wasn't what you thought. It wasn't, you know,
right.
It wasn't just somebody ditching you. It wasn't just the direction that you thought everything was going. Like, it's just crazy to. I mean, you know, it's crazy to think about how this all came together. Think about all the thoughts and emotions behind it and everything, and then think about, like, the in-state getting that opportunity to actually genuinely not just write about all those things and get that kind of closure, but to also get the actual closure of speaking with the person who kind of inspired it all, you know, figuring out exactly why things happened and went the way that they did, getting to talk about it, getting to, you know, really settle that. Like, how amazing is that, though?
It's honestly, like I said, man, it really does feel like a fucking movie. Like, we're gonna be able to point people to this, and then we're just like, wait till the end, bro. Like, we're gonna be like, listen to this, watch this little video, listen to the album. Once you get to the final track, you're gonna be like, oh my, I still have, like, even Skeem. I'm just like, I have questions. I would be like, yo, I want to pick your brain about, like, because Skeem said it's not what he had thought had happened after all these years. Mrs. Skeem said, and so it's like, yo, I would love to pick your brain, be like, so how the fuck are you feeling right now when you first heard that? Like, are you just like, do you believe it? Do you even care to not believe it? Are you just taking it as face value? Like, it's a very Like, fuck, man. If I heard that and that was me, I'd be accepting it, and I would be also really shocked that that's the truth, because it's like that's almost too simple to be the truth. But it's also like you're saying, the human mind, bro, especially people with ADHD, like I know a lot of us do. Like she said, Skeem included, all of us, everyone here, me, you. It's like you take something small and you extrapolate it. Like you don't just make something nothing. Like it'll turn into something big, type of person you are.
Yeah.
I believe it a lot more beneath it.
It's crazy. I mean, it really is crazy to me. I just definitely picked his brain for a bit when he told me. Yeah, I believe it a lot more beneath. Wait, what?
That was the way to summarize it. We went back and forth for a bit. What details to live in or out? Yeah, that I don't blame you. I was thinking about that too. Like did she hear? She had to hear that final thing before you released it, right?
Yeah.
Make sure she was okay with hearing that. 90 minutes though, man. Yeah, that's even that might not fucking be enough. I mean, it might have been for you, you know what I'm saying? But it's like 15 years, 90 minutes to talk about it.
It's such. I mean, I agree with Jason. Like that's the best after the credits scene ever. You know, just to come back. To get that whole ride out of the way and then come back and kind of hear like. But what a positive thing is that? Not to be like the you know, not to steal your thunder as the ambassador of sunshine and rainbows, but like
what are you calling me?
I'm just saying you're happy, man. But like real talk, what a beautiful thing is that like you can have that kind of closure, you can have that full circle, like that end around. What kind of beautiful world do we live in where you can actually find out after all that time, all that pain that you've been living with, all that negativity you've been living with and everything, like really find like it wasn't that you weren't good enough. It wasn't that somebody just wanted to shit on you, didn't feel like they needed you anymore or anything.
Right.
And then like really find like, you know what, we're all struggling. Like we all got those things behind everything. Like it's you know.
Man, all I know is like front and back, man, that album really did feel like a fucking like a screenplay. Like even now, because I can remember that little trailer that he released wearing that After the Tone gig. Fuck, man, I'm excited for it. Like to hear this again, because I'm gonna listen to this on my own and I'm just gonna be like, okay, what's after hearing the ending, especially now I'm gonna like try to hear the like, because the grief steps, I don't know the steps of grief by heart, so it's like let me look up the steps and then let me compare them to the songs in the album, because like this is a whole you can do homework with this fucking album.
Yeah,
this shit's crazy.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought it was a great concept album for real. So where do you stand on the album as a whole?
As a whole, it's unrateable to me, because it's like something that you have to digest as a whole, and it's something that's like I'm gonna feel one way about it today. I'm gonna feel a stronger way about it a different evening. So for me, I'm not gonna rate it like with a number, but like it's so fucking good that I don't think it's like I would rather not focus on like I know that's not what you're asking, but like for a general statement, I'd rather like not take away from how good it is by talking about how good it is, and just say like it's a phenomenal fucking album, and it really is a little screenplay. Like it's a movie. It's a movie.
It's definitely, I mean, it plays out. I like the vibe, like I said, from beginning to end. I like the closure at the end. I mean, that really adds a level of depth to it for me. I don't know. I you know, it was built up for so long. It was hopped up to be this thing, and it does live up to, you know. I mean, he was talking about. I'm trying to remember this exact song he said that people see it. What I Don't Know You is where everybody kind of started feeling like it lived up to the hype. I mean, I do see it live up to the hype. I mean, it definitely hits a piece. I mean, it blends a lot of, you know, what you kind of see individually throughout songs, throughout features and stuff like that about Skeem into kind of one piece. It shows a lot of different aspects of his talent, from kind of how he hits the harmonies, how he hits the melodies, how he raps, how he produces, all that stuff. It all kind of blends together, and I think it came out. And it sucks because I really enjoyed Pop Punk is Dead, but it sucks to kind of flip that around and say like this one kind of tops it, but
yeah. That's why you don't compare them. We can't compare them.
And I'm not comparing, but I am saying Pop Punk is Dead is a fantastic album. It's one that I love listening to. This one is like a full piece. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I mean, Pop Punk is Dead is more of a enjoyable album, whereas this one all plays together. It's a full feel.
There's more pieces. There's a lot more pieces involved. It's. I like comparing music to movies a lot because it's like so easy to. And like you take Pop Punk as a movie, it's like okay, it's got elements in it, right? But you got this movie, and it's not just elements. It's got the plot, you know what I mean? It's got like literally you got the climax, the resolution, all the script terms and stuff like that. Like all of it. What do we got in this chat over here? Country Bill. Oh my gosh. Well, I looked away from the chat for a couple seconds and he's over here.
So I'm not going to talk about the back and forth between them. I mean it's not necessary, but I will throw out truth is not allowed. Truth is absolutely allowed. So in this place, Simba sucks. Nobody has ever said Simba sucks in this place. That's the thing, and that's regardless of how everything plays out, whatever is going back and forth between you guys, I do want to highlight nobody has said that Simba sucks, and that's where where I think I think some things have kind of been misconstrued, misinterpreted, whatever the case may be.
I don't, bro. It's definitely interesting that people get like this salty over like the internet.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I mean, going to it, I never said. I don't think anybody ever said that Simba was horrible. I do want to highlight that.
And Simba knows that we feel that way because judging on the way you guys had a conversation, it's like, come on. He knows no one thinks he's bad at anything, like regarding singing. And Mrs. Skeem wasn't a fan of his singing. That's something. But regarding you and I, and like, we haven't really said anything about him not being talented. Like,
nobody has made that statement.
No, I'd be dumb.
No, but all right. Well, again, if we want to have this conversation, I mean, we can have this conversation outside the stream. This stream is
for sure
for an album review. I mean, I have no problem talking to you about what was said and what was meant or implied or anything else. Yeah. Nobody said he sucked. Nobody was aiming to shit on him. None of that. No. So any kind of negative connotations taken away, I think were probably misconstrued or overblown. That was definitely not what anybody was intending. That I don't think that was what anybody said or thought. But like I said, that's a conversation to have somewhere else.
Man, yeah, like we can honestly, because I don't talk to Country Bill out other than these chats. So like if he's on Discord, we can hop into Discord, no problem.
Yeah. But no, for the album, like I said, the album as a whole, as a work, was fantastic. All the songs stand alone on their own as fantastic songs. But yeah, no, and like I said, it's love back.
The fucking album, yeah, no, dude. Skeem, I want that album with the collabs. That whole album you're making with just artists that you're just rapping on.
We waiting for
now.
that.
I'm excited for that.
We waiting for that 100K album, baby.
Man, I'm gonna be just a hungry boy. Woo. Yo, maybe I'll get a feature on that. That would be cool, baby. I gotta be good enough first, but one day. That's if he gets there quicker than, because what is he? Is Skeem at like 70,000, 75, 70, like in the 70s?
It's like 75, something like that.
So I got time. Hopefully he doesn't just blow up.
I think there. What was the Spotify stream goal though too? Because there was a Spotify stream goal for the album to drop too. Somebody dropped that in the chat. I know Duel's in here. I don't know Skeem's in here and Mrs. Skeem's in here. So somebody knows what that goal was.
It was something in the teen thousands, like 1,000 a day. So if it was like day 17, it'd be 17,000, like something like that.
I can't remember what it was. Either way, there is a goal. There's a goal outside of YouTube subscribers. So you know.
You know, bro, today was fun. That was an album. Like I was really honestly, I was expecting to be like more in my feels, but I'm glad I wasn't, because this was something that I could not relate to as much. But like,
yeah,
the beats, bro, I am gonna beg him for that instrumental only album, bro. Like that shit was like, I'm gonna be listening to this album, and there's gonna be mainly just like me listening, because there's not many artists, honestly, like no matter what the status, YouTube, radio, that I don't fall in love with the beat first in a song. Like, but a lot of this album, I fell in love with the beat first,
right,
before anything else. And so like, yeah, I'm gonna be bugging him about that.
Absolutely. It was 25K followers on Spotify. That's what I was
saying. The followers.
There we go.
Nice. Dude, that's a lot of followers.
That is a lot. All right. So that's all we got. We're going to wrap it up, because I think Skeem's got some things to stream, because everybody was harassing him yesterday because he didn't go live last week. So he gotta get over there and do his diligence, you know what I mean? But if you guys haven't got After the Tone, album is fantastic. It's on Spotify, it's on his website, all that stuff. Make sure that you guys are going out, grabbing that thing, streaming it, buying it, downloading it, whatever you got to do. I'm gonna hang out on the Discord for a little bit, so if you guys ain't there, get over there. Also, if Skeem's streaming, make sure that you go check out his channel. His channel is in the description below if you're not subscribed already. That's all we got, though. Like, share, and subscribe. You got anything to say? Anything to plug?
I love y'all. Check out my new Blindside Cypher entry. That shit just got uploaded this morning. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was fire. Everybody who hung out with us today and yesterday, fuck yeah, man. Thank you guys all. I love everybody here. Like, it's always fun hanging out with. I mean, here's the thing that's about these fucking just live streams in general. Like, it's always gonna be honesty. So like, if you have enjoyed this trip so far, like, just keep showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep vibing with us. We're all just learning about each other. It's always beautiful here. This is what families and villages do. We grow together. We learn about each other. Skeem, thank you for that fucking, you know, like this opportunity. Thank you for wanting us to review your album. Like, thank you, like, just as a fan of your music, thank you for making it. This was a fucking awesome time.
All right. Y'all heard it? That's all we got. I'm going to put on some music real quick to close this
Love
thing.
y'all.
Love y'all. Deuces.
Deuce.
I'm not playing with my normal setup, so you'll just hear us mumbling in the background for a few seconds. How about that? Yeah, how about that?
Grumble.
AlphaTwosdays on a Wednesday.
AlphaTwosdays Wednesdays.
AlphaTwosdays.
Losing all the thought that kept me locked away. I feel the light and it is blinding.
You can't even hear the music I'm listening to right now.
I gotta make my own.
Probably a fair place to end the stream right now.